Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, today, here for another Grail fail. And I'm here with the boys tonight, CMB and DonPrime, y'all.
Evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever, whenever you are.
What's up?
Yo, what is up, guys? How has your week been, guys?
Expensive.
Why?
Very expensive.
Why? You have to save your wallet, man.
DX19 charged and shipped on Friday. My 8 Comic-Con badges charged on Friday.
No.
I've got one Magic case that's supposed to ship out tomorrow, and then I got another one that's supposed to ship out later in the week, hopefully.
No. How dare you? How dare you? Your wallet is not safe. It's not all right. How dare you? There's supposed to be a plan here, man. Keep your wallet safe.
Well, no. I mean, most of this stuff was like pre-orders or planned.
Oh, okay,
the only problem is it's just like everything hit within like a 72-hour period.
Okay. It's okay. I can forgive you on that. CB, how about you? Anything new?
No, nothing new.
Did you see Doctor Strange yet? Because I went to see it because I picked up
the popcorn bins, but I gotta wait till this coming Friday when it's my weekend to get my boy.
I got you, man. I love this thing though. This thing is so awesome. I will say this though. I was seeing people buying like 4 or 5 of these at once. So you guys want to be careful the next few weeks if you guys have not bought this yet.
Resellers.
Yeah, Breezer. I like literally went in to the theater and I saw like 4, and like this one guy had 4 of them stacked. I was like, yo, do you have any more? I'm like, yeah, we do. Get me now. Do it. Here's my credit card. Take my monies. I want it now.
I went to the theater and I asked the guy, I was like, yeah, I'm here to get the Doctor Strange popcorn bins. I need 2 of them. And he's like, what? Is it the orange cube behind you? And he looked back and he's like, I gotta go ask my manager. I'll be back.
I gotta get my manager. I'm like,
he had no clue that they were even selling them. Like, she came out with a stack of them and she's like, oh yeah, I already put it in the system. Go ahead and start selling them to people. And I was like, he gave it to me. He's like, is there anything else? Yeah, they come with free popcorn. So I had to get him to I only wanted 1 bucket of popcorn. I didn't want to be carrying around 2. So I grabbed a bucket of popcorn and then went home.
Nah, I would have just put the other bucket in a bag or something. You got a trash bag? Give me a clean one.
Yeah. Just be like, give me a clash. Put both of the buckets in a clean trash bag and no one gets hurt.
Yep. No one gets hurt. Exactly. Give me the.
And then as I'm driving home, people are watching me eat out of a garbage bag. It's okay. It's still.
I mean, what was it? Remember when Target had their own cafeteria, you could buy their popcorn and it came in like that bag. I've done that before. You know, you buy the $1 popcorn and but it was good. You just put it in like your center console and you're just like driving and you're eating it. So yep.
Now I want to bring this up, guys. We won't be talking about any spoilers on this stream or any streams, but there will be a spoiler stream coming up with me and V in the morning stream. That's why V is not here today. He's going to see Doctor Strange today. So, and I think in maybe Tuesday or Wednesday morning, we'll have a spoiler review stream for Doctor Strange. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. I have my thoughts to share with it. Overall, I did enjoy it for what it was. I can't wait to see what they bring out more because Benedict Cumberbatch says that he's up for more roles of Doctor Strange just as long as he gets breaks. I'm like, damn, that's cool. He's pulling a Loki right there. He knows that, I'll work for you, Disney. I'll get that paycheck, but as long as you give me breaks, okay?
I mean, at this point, it's almost like Thor and Doctor Strange are going to be the only contracted OG people going forward, unless Elizabeth Olsen signs a new deal.
Well, she did.
Okay, then those three are basically the last of the OG, because they just finished up Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't think any of them are under contract.
Yeah,
because with Thor 4, a lot of them, essentially that fulfilled one of their movie contracts. That you got to do so many, and then with this was the last one. That's why, like, Dave Bautista's like, I'm done. My body can't sustain this anymore.
What about Tom Holland? Because he signed up for 3 more.
Yeah, Tom Holland. He also signed up to. I think Elizabeth also signed up for like 7 movies, so she's still on for the money. Let me see. Also, no spoilers in the comments. No spoilers.
Yes,
in the comments
please, no spoilers.
Lane, you told me you were gonna go see the movie. I that's why I didn't bother to send you one.
Unless he already saw it. Unless he ditched his mom and went to a movie instead.
All right, so let me send him an invite.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'm ditching you.
Yeah, I gotta do a stream with the boys.
No, I did the family lunch at a nice restaurant yesterday. So,
all right, I'll send Lane one.
My mom's on her way to Korea. She's doing a little Mother's Day vacation for herself. So
cool.
So let's see what else we have. Also, are we going to do the giveaway today for the box layup? But it has to be it has to be United States for this one, right?
Okay. I mean,
well,
I thought we gave it away last one, but
no, we didn't. No, we didn't give away the layup box.
Okay, so I mean, it's on Sean. So if Sean wants to do US only.
Actually, you know what? Let me talk to Sean before we do that giveaway. He wants us to give away the layup box Sideshow figure. So I'll talk to Sean, and then later this week we'll get it done.
Cool.
Also, Lane is in the house.
Insane in the men lane.
You're muted.
Damn it, Lane! I thought you were ready, Lane. How dare you? How dare you?
You're still muted.
Anyway, I want to bring up. I want to ask real quick, Stacy, how you doing? I hope you're doing all right. I know that things are getting tough out there, but hey, keep pushing.
Wait, we heard a grunt. Maybe I think that was Lane.
I'm glad you're back, and I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, hopefully our laughs, our discussions will, bring up back your spirits again. So, and Lane, are you there? Are you there, sir?
Fix his mic.
Okay. Nah, it's okay. We'll wait for him. Let me see. Hottoys Hotline says, "Damn you, Nate! My ANC didn't have the popcorn bucket." That sucks.
I mean, you can get them on eBay. There's a couple of people on eBay that are selling them for pretty price. Like I saw one for $40, which I mean they're like $25, so you're gonna pay like 15 extra is better than some of the other prices. I saw somebody selling the popcorn bins for $150.
I mean, with the Ecto one, at least I could rationally see why some people are paying a certain amount for it. But I mean, in all honesty, if you get this thing for even $40, all right, let me see. If you get this thing, if you're a Doctor Strange fan, you want this thing, $50 shipped. Cool. Tax is no more. Again, it's a piece of hollow plastic. Granted, it's detailed, but it's basically a giant Hot Toys accessory.
I got 2 of them. They're downstairs. I haven't unpacked them yet. I was gonna unpack them with my son. He gets here on Friday.
It looks cool.
I was gonna surprise him. He doesn't know that I got it. I told him, I was like, "Oh, when I went, they ran out. I'm sorry."
Okay.
Quick question: does your son watch this stream religiously? Because now you just told him.
He's busy right now.
Okay.
He's safe. There's that whole replay thing there, CMB. Are you still not able to hear me?
Okay.
We hear you.
He only gets on YouTube every now and then.
Oh, you mean he's not an addict like half of our watching audience? YouTube addicts?
He focuses more on like reading and playing video games. He jumps on YouTube every now and then, but
yeah. Well, Nate, I did go to see Doctor Strange, but I went to see him at like 12:30.
Oh, I thought you were going to see it tonight. Like
No.
everybody in the motor. Like he told me he couldn't make it because he was going to see it tonight.
I figured you wanted me to come on since you were saying like, hey, this is what we're talking about. So I did like notes up and everything, so I was ready for the discussion.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I when you told me you were going to go see the movie, I was like, oh, you won't be able to make it.
Okay,
but hey,
that was my bad. But Mr. Don, you looking dapper. There's the Cobra Commander, and then Nate actually looks like he slept, so that's a bonus.
Nice.
Without any Bacardis.
Bacardi night. What a night.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you made it first. The Bacardi part, I think, took you out for about 3 or 4 hours there. But
3 or 4 hours.
But
if I had the seed, actually, I need to put that seed on here, which I want to try and do. I want to try and spend like at least a day or two just on flexing on the StreamYard and adding all these sounds and videos. I want to try and do that. Yeah. And there's a clip I want to use from Iron Man that pretty much showcases what I went through that day.
I just going to say one thing with Doctor Strange. Don't pay attention to what anybody's saying, any reviews, anything like that. It is an interesting movie. You need to, anybody like in our chat, other things, go see it, make your mind up for yourself, because it is an interesting movie. You may not like it, you may love it, but it's an interesting MCU movie. So don't pay attention to what other people saying. If you really think you're interested, just go see it. And then you need to make up your mind there, because it's definitely not something that's going to be for everybody. But it is probably, I think, one of the more interesting MCU movies. However, you end up falling by the time you finish with it. And that's all I'm saying on it. But go see it if you have any interest whatsoever, and then make up your own mind. Because there are going to be some of you who probably won't like it, and there are going to be some people who love it by the end of the way.
Oh, yeah. I saw a 3D IMAX, man. That thing was trippy as hell. That was trippy. Oh, man.
I saw it in 3D, and it was, I think for the most part, it used the 3D pretty well. But everybody was really good in it. That's the part it felt like a good movie. Like, not No Way Home. Like I was like, yeah, at the end of it, like with that one. But this one, it was a good movie.
So the 3D is worth it? Because I know some 3D movies, they're not worth the 3D.
Nate, you saw it in 3D, or did you just see it in IMAX?
No, IMAX 3D. I saw it IMAX 3D. Yeah.
I would probably say it was worth 3D, but I think you can watch it without the 3D and just.
Well, the only reason why I saw it IMAX 3D was because that was the only one available at 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
right after
that was for me.
Yeah, so honestly, you don't have to unless you're a 3D fanatic. Then go ahead. It looks fine IMAX 3D, but if you just want to go see it or a regular cinema, that's still fine too.
Unless you can see it with like one of those, I guess they're called like the real view theaters or whatever. Instead of just the main screen, you also have like it's 2 additional side screens. It's like a 270-degree view. I know they're rare in the US, but if you can go to one of those, I would definitely think this is one of those movies that would excel there.
Yeah, it was. The only thing I will say that I saw from that I went completely on was when I saw they had the first trailer for like teaser trailer for the new Avatar. I was very much after I watched that, The Way of Water. I was like, it's a feng shui or something.
So
like
it's basically Disney Atlantis live action, but with blue aliens.
Yeah, no, Disney's Waterworld. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I can tell you, I was kind of
without Kevin Costner. How can you do Waterworld without Kevin Costner? The sequel.
Yeah, I'm not. I can definitely say by the time I finished watching it, because that was also in 3D, I was very much like, it is too bad that this movie came out like 13 years ago.
The funny thing is the ride at in Disney World at Galaxy, Hollywood not Hollywood Studios, Pandora at Animal Kingdom. So like the ride is essentially was supposed to be a sequel to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so delayed, like they had to redo stuff. Because the ride takes place like 50 years after the first movie, but there was also stuff that lead you up to like that what the originally planned sequel was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so delayed and everything, and it's like, yeah, it's a whole new thing now. So,
but anyway, we'll be just talking about like facts on racks on stacks on racks on why Jane Camden took freaking 30 years to come out with the sequel. But other than that, let's get right into this.
Right into our actual topic for tonight.
Yes. But anyway, guys, today we're going to be the Grail fails on the new Clone Troopers, Battle Droids, and C-3PO R2-D2 20th anniversary line pre-orders. Like down the line when they're sold out and gone with the wind at this point, which will be the Grails and which will be the fails. And
our wonderful five for one, on the fourth for one, 5 on the fourth, one special. Jeez, man, that was a lot of
541.
I just know that I'm going to be army building the hell out of certain figures, but I will get more discussion on that. But you know, I've talked to everybody on this panel, made sure that, hey, have your thoughts ready about which ones you feel will be a Grail and which one will be a fail. And pretty much we're going to start off with each member of the panel, work our way down, and then we move on to the next figure and then the next figure after that. So to start things off, the most controversial figure of the 20th anniversary line, first release pre-order, the C-3PO. The C-3PO diecast. The reason why I say it is the most
controversial,
right? The reason why I say it's the most controversial of the line is because I've seen so many people discuss about this figure, how Hot Toys, they either dropped the ball on why couldn't it be the Goldenrod? Why the first C-3PO you're putting out could not be the Goldenrod? And I'm here like, it's a C-3PO. I'm taking it. All right. I am okay with what we're getting right now because with the C-3PO we have here, one, it's the first, pretty much, I think this is the first Star Wars diecast, right? The first Star Wars, there's been diecast parts in Star Wars figures, but this is the actual IG-11. First figure, right? Yeah, IG-11, K2SO, and the future droids. But this one's I feel that it is literally the first one with the diecast emblem on it, right?
Yeah, and so it'll essentially have the same numbering or like the same sub lettering as the Iron Man figures. It'll be like D38, 39, like MMS whatever /D38.
Yeah. And I know people were like, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with the diecast C-3PO, but why couldn't it be the Goldenrod? But for me, this is absolute due for me as C-3PO because there were so many moments in the film of Attack of the Clones that they've made this particular character so much fun for me to enjoy, especially the moments with the battle droid, the head swaps galore, the interactions with the R2-D2. There's so many ways you can play around with this damn figure, especially with the R2-D2 they released. And it made sense they would release this C-3PO first with the Attack of Clones line R2-D2. It's a win-win, right? But the main question is this a Grail or is it a fail? My understanding here with this figure, it's going to be a sleeper. I feel this is going to be a sleeper figure because people are going to skip this over the next. They're going to pull a DeLorean. Like the Goldenrod is right around the corner, and it makes sense that the C-3PO would be around the Goldenrod. C-3PO will be around the corner because we got Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary coming out in 2023. So there's a possibility because they already got the mold here. All they got to do is just repaint it to Goldenrod and make it a C-3PO for the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary line. And I feel that people are going to skip this over that. But I feel like it's going to be a sleeper Grail. It's going to be a fail for a little while, right? And also for 330, it is diecast. So maybe not many people want to drop 330, right? But I also feel that because people are going to be waiting for the Goldenrod, like they're anxious that, Hot Toys, they're going to be patient with Hot Toys. There's Return of the Jedi around the corner. They're probably going to drop the Return of the Jedi C-3PO. That would be the next one down the line, right? But I want to hear your thoughts, guys, on this. For me, it is a sleeper Grail. It's going to be a fail for a moment because it's going to be sitting around because this is not a C-3PO everybody wants because it's just the bronze. But I want to hear your thoughts. DonPrime, is it a grail or fail?
How is this? It depends on what kind of collector you are. Now, if you're someone like Denobi who loves the droids and loves getting droids, this will be a grail for him. But if you're someone who doesn't necessarily need to get every version of a character, even if this is Hot Toys first C-3PO, it potentially is a fail. Because again, like you have just mentioned and addressed, a lot of people want Goldenrod because that is his iconic look. And here's the thing. Again, it's all, Photoshop, it's all images, it's all lighting. But I see this more as almost like TC-13 from Attack of the Clones from certain angles. I mean, the way it's colored, it looks almost like an amalgamation because you have the red arm from Force Awakens. Then you have the gold aspects to, the original trilogy. You got the silver leg. But if you actually look at the movie stills, it's a lot more, that uniform rusty silverish gray. So, I mean, and I know people are saying like, oh, they'll make a golden version. I don't know. Just like the DeLorean, everyone was saying, DeLorean 2.0 is going to come out. Well, it did. I mean, how long did it take? 8 years?
Yeah, it took about 8 years 6 to 8 years for a damn freaking C-3PO, DeLorean Mark II. So at this case, I don't think this is going to sell out, but once it does, you won't have a C-3PO on your shelf until Hot Toys delivers the 40th anniversary C-3PO. And even then, that would be pushing with the gold plating. I wouldn't be surprised they pushed that one to at near $400, maybe $350.
No, that'd be like $370, $380. But again, you also have to inflation, shipping cost. Again, that would be 2 to 3 years down the line potentially. So you got to see what the costs are then, Yeah. I mean, and the funny thing too is there's been a massive uptick in the interest of the Sideshow C-3PO recently once this has been announced because a lot of people were basically waiting to make their decision once Hot Toys finally dropped the ball and said, hey, there's our C-3PO. And like you're saying, a lot of people aren't happy with this.
My question to you, DonPrime, because this is the first Star Wars diecast and the first C-3PO, would that mean anything for a Grail at that point? Because it checks marks a lot of firsts for this. And also, this is the first time C-3PO actually picked up a gun, per se. Picked up an actual gun, right? And started being involved in a fight. But you got to blend that in with the battle droid. So all I'm saying is, with all those factors come into play, will this put it up there for a Grail?
Okay, again, for that though, it also, if you're army building, you absolutely need this. If you're army building B1s, this is an essential. I mean, a lot of people don't realize if you're going to do that scene, especially where all the B1s are walking out, you need C-3PO to do the cross swap with the bodies on the heads. Because again, that's a prominent scene. And then R2 comes and hell, even the Jedi was like, hey, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just force pushing you. So, the head pops off.
Kit Fisto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the day, it's a daint, I guess. Because you're not sure if it's a Grail or fail. It's a franked.
A Drail. It's a Drail.
It's a Drail.
Honestly, it's almost like it's collector specific. Because again, this might click your box, it might not. So in that aspect, I can't say it's a Grail or a fail. Because again, for certain people, this is what they want. This is their Grail. For other people, they don't want this. They don't like this version. So they're gonna, they already have the Sideshow version like I do, or they're gonna go try and find the Sideshow, or they're gonna say, screw it, I'm gonna ante up and pay the money for the Tamashii version, which would still destroy any Hot Toys version. I think.
That's the Grail.
Exactly. That's the absolute C-3PO Grail.
That's $700-800 though. At the same time. So that's a different strategy.
That's used.
Or just wait till Return of the Jedi, which is the next 40th anniversary lineup that's coming up. if they're going hard on freaking Attack of the Clones, you know damn well they'll work on that 40th line, and I feel that Han Solo is finally going to come out before Return of the Jedi, but that's for speculation talk for another day.
With how they seem to be pushing on this 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones of all the Star Wars movies, where we had these 5, and now they've had the teaser like, hey, more are coming. We don't know how many, but there'll probably be at least 2 or 3 more. It makes me wonder a little bit how some of the other, like, since Book of Boba, we only had a couple, and maybe how the Mandalorians may be selling overall for Hot Toys. Could that be affecting them trying to push maybe into some of these anniversary, doing some anniversary for older, already established movies and characters, and that's like that for the Star Wars franchise? Because this seems like
look at that. Look at that. I want the Ewok God 3. What if they give us Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary edition with
Sideshow exclusive
the Droid?
Thanks for stealing my thunder there, Nate. I was literally about to say that. The stupid. Thanks, Nate.
It's not my fault. I'm the victim here. That was Gio. That was Gio first. That was Gio. Blame it. I'm the victim here. That was Gio.
You're about as much of a victim as Director Krennic being exposed to lights in behind your corner there.
This is my vision.
Why did he get hit by the Death Star laser in the face? Because his suit was so bright. Like, that's what the gunner first saw and aimed for right on the planet. But this figure to me, what I was going to say is special. I can see the Return of the Jedi. Yeah,
Lane, since you're on the spot right now, how you feel about this? A Grail or a
Figure? Oh wait, wasn't it cigars though? Turn.
It's fine. Go ahead, Lane.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say I don't think I'm going to get this one for myself because I'm not a big C-3PO fan. I don't think I'm ever going to get one of him. I like R2-D2. That's the droid that I want. I don't need C-3PO with them necessarily for a $300 or $350 figure. Black Series, different story. But I think this one is a Grail-ish figure. For me, it's just the thing is like it's got. I think as I put in my notes here, I think the weathering is unbelievable on this.
Oh yeah,
showing the dirt and grime. I think the look of this. I know it's people want the golden one, but I actually think this one was probably harder to make in some ways for Hot Toys. Just to get all the weathering, getting the detail. This is the first time they're doing a die cast. Their first time they're doing their die cast. So in some ways too, this may end up being better in the long run because this was. I don't mean literally prototype, but this is the quote prototype for C-3POs where any bugs that this one basically has in its production. That means if they do a 40th anniversary or whatever, a more classic take on C-3PO with his more full golden aesthetic, it should be better, But I think, to me, the thing to put this one over the edge is it comes with the blaster and it comes with the droid head that you can stick on it. And what is probably one of the most hilarious moments with C-3PO in any trilogy that he appeared.
So Ash just bring up a good point. Yo, Nate, how's the head? How's my head? Has the head. Has the head. Oh, okay. Yeah, the B1 head. Yeah. He brings up a good point. What I like about this figure though is all the stuff you can do. Right? Mm-hmm. You give it a blaster, you interchange it with the battle droid head, and it comes with the battle droid head, right? Yeah.
See, because I honestly thought I said it here, and I am 1,000% glad I am wrong for you, the community and the collectors or fans. I honestly thought it was going to be a situation you would need to buy both to do the full swap. But nope, they actually went ahead and it's like everyone getting a B1 head. Everyone's getting an R2. I mean, like everyone's getting a C-3PO head. I mean, even R2's coming with his own heads.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the new Grogu.
I think we just I know people want the regular gold. I mean, that would be probably my overall preference. But I think there's a couple things you got to keep in mind. This is part of a line for a 20th anniversary. So it's going to look like this. Hot Toys is taking. I do think this figure is a little bit of a gamble taken by Hot Toys, because I think the R&D for this figure was probably not cheap. They might be also looking at some other droids they had done, other droids they've had recently, where I'm saying, they put IG-11. He's still sitting. A lot of people thought he was going to. I mean, he's not as iconic as this guy. I in chat, I know that, but I'm saying for taking the time, effort, and designing and making a droid, which is different than a regular human, a different body, all that kind of stuff. IG-11's been sitting. We also had, even the Dark Troopers for pre-orders. They haven't and I haven't lit up the night necessarily with pre-order numbers. And I think they're both, the IG-11 is really cool, and I think the Dark Troopers are going to end up being really cool by the time it comes out. So I think they're taking a little bit of a gamble on this guy, putting the time, effort, and R&D into it. And I think it's going to end up being really good when it finally comes out.
Well, here's the good thing about it. They got the mode for the future for a golden C-3PO.
Yeah.
All they got to do is rework it a tad bit, not too much. But they got the first mode. They got the first mode in. All they got to do is do a repaint job and call it a game.
Well, technically, and again, they showed this as a prototype first. Then they show the Force Awakens version with the golden rod, but this time with the red arm. So we know that they can do a gold version because they've shown it, the prototype, at Comic-Con.
Yep.
So
now here's the thing, though. A lot of people are saying, before we get into CMB's thoughts, people are saying this is the first. I remember Optical saying the other day on Denobi's stream that nobody cares about the first. You want the best, right? So it will depend on the collector at that point. Collectors, they usually like to go for the first. If the first is that good. Here's the thing. At this point, almost everything that Hot Toys puts out is the best, right? It's the best of the best. We do get those moments where it's like a dud, a fail, But overall, when Hot Toys puts out a figure, especially droids, they're top notch. IG-11, freaking beautiful. Hell, the Dio droid from Rey, that thing is awesome. I'm at the end of the day, I feel that it all depend on how people feel about Attack of the Clones and how they feel about the R2-D2 with the accessory sets, the accessory figures that go with this particular C-3PO. But before we move on, I want to address Ash's question here. Nate meant the other day, did you have a hangover? Hell no, bro. Hell to the nah, man. I went into freaking Doctor Strange and freaking watched that 3 times that freaking day and just got this. You know what I mean? Yo, let's go today. Let's call it a day, man. It was that what I needed to do was get enough sleep because I was going with the family. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for the rest of the day. But yeah, but also I recommend watching Doctor Strange on 3D Max if you like 3D because it looks trippy as hell. So Lane, what is your Grail fail? Final thoughts?
I'm more along the lines of DonPrime. I'm going to make the thing Grail because he's going to be the first C-3PO. So either if a lot of people don't get him because they're like, oh, I want to wait for the gold one. Well, that means he's going to have a lower production, and I think long term, he's just going to have a more unique look to him. May not go with everything as easily like the golden one will, where you can stick him probably in 20 different places, but that could make him a little bit more desired, 3 or 4 years from now after he comes out.
Alarm sounds, techno sounds.
Richard Gruber with the $10 super chat. I'm not a fan of the prequels, but I'm a fan of Hot Toys, and the detail in this thing is banging. Do for me, absolutely. That's the thing I was just saying before. Like we're in the golden age of Hot Toys, right? We're in the golden age of Hot Toys. Golden age of 6-scale figures, right? And at that point. Like whenever Hot Toys does put out a figure, it's gonna be awesome. And even if it's the first, it could still be a good ass figure, being its first intro into the line. This is the first C-3PO, the first diecast figure from Hot Toys for Star Wars. So there's a lot of firsts going into this figure. And I feel that depending on how well they do the 40th anniversary Return of Jedi and see if they put out C-3PO, it's going to continue. It's going to be a very interesting battle here, because I know people are going to skip on this because they'd rather have the Return of the Jedi, the Goldenrod. So that's why I feel that this one might hurt a bit going up to Grail status, but because of the accessories that came with this figure and the stuff that you could do with the other figures like the battle droids, this will make it a Grail in the future for those that collect the Attack of the Clones or are fans of the prequels. Mm-hmm. So CMB, what is your thoughts on the C-3PO, Grail or fail?
I think it's gonna be a Grail. Like everybody said, this is the first C-3PO we're getting. And if we do get another C-3PO, it's going to be shiny. It's going to be clean and all of that. While this one, you get the weather damaged look to it. You get the multiple heads. And so for me, I just feel that with us thinking, probably predicting more than likely that a shiny one's coming, this being the only weather damaged C-3PO with it being die-cast and whatnot, and it being a first, will bring it to a Grail status. Like Lane was saying, a lot of people are against this, so there's probably going to be very few pre-orders, which means low production. So the ones that do have it are going to look, the ones that are going to, obviously, like resellers are going to be looking at that. They're going to grab this and they're going to make a killing on the secondary market. So that's why I just think there's a lot of things that make it that it's going to be a Grail more than it's actually going to be a fail.
All right, so you're banking on it being a Grail in the future because now people are going to go after this because they're waiting for it, because it's going to be sort of like a DeLorean situation.
Yeah,
where,
exactly.
Like, well, why are you buying the first one if the Mark II is around the corner? They already got the mode. It took about 6 or 8 years, but hey, who's counting at that point?
It also reminds me of the Queen Studios In-Art Joker. Like a lot of people were saying, they're getting it because it's a Grail. Why? Because it's the first figure from In-Arts and Queen Studios. Irregardless, they think that the sculpt and everything was awesome, but the biggest thing everybody's saying is, even if it doesn't hit the mark, the fact that it's their first figure makes it a Grail. So this would be used in the same aspect of, this is Hot Toys' first C-3PO they released. It's the first die-cast C-3PO from Hot Toys. So with that being said, if you look at it that way, this would automatically put it in the same box of being a Grail because it's the first C-3PO from Hot Toys.
The first C-3PO from Hot Toys, the first die-cast figure for the Hot Toys line, for Star Wars line. That's the thing. I don't recall any of the Star Wars figures being a die-cast figure. The only ones are the droids, but which they have die-cast parts. They're not full-on die-cast though. They're not full-on because you got to be about 50 to 60% die-cast to make it a die-cast figure.
Well,
have the
here's the thing. Didn't the Death Trooper the Death Troopers? I mean, the Dark Troopers. Dark Troopers.
No die-cast.
Okay, so don't they have die-cast joints?
No, they have the joints. The joints, but having a die-cast branding, no.
Okay, yeah, okay. Because I wasn't sure for whatever reason. I knew there was a bit of die-cast in them. I just wasn't sure.
Not enough to have the die-cast branding. That's the thing. You can have die-cast parts in figures, but they gotta have 50 to 60% like the Iron Man's. This one is pretty much pushing the Iron Man status when it comes to die-cast right now. So because they have the die-cast parts, the only die-cast branding on it. The only thing is, this ain't gonna be as articulated as a damn Iron Man figure. So you gotta be out of your damn mind. This is straight up a C-3PO from Attack of the Clones. Like the way the battle droid was complaining about the articulation on his own body. He was like, I must need maintenance. my hips aren't moving. I must need maintenance. Or my legs aren't moving on the battlefield. It was hilarious. But at the end of the day, what's up? Yeah, that's a whole different matter. So if you guys want to know the articulation on this damn thing, just watch Attack of the Clones at that moment where that battle droid was complaining about the.
Honestly, you need to watch just the Sideshow review because that's going to be the articulation because of the basic skeletal type.
Yeah.
There's not much because, again, they also have put the pistons. So the pistons, especially in his arms, are going to basically limit the articulation because of the C-3PO design, not of the design of the toy makers or the figure makers. So, I mean, right off the bat, it doesn't matter who makes that figure in 1/6 scale. They're all generally going to have the same articulation. Now, one question is on the hands. Does this come with separate hands or the hands articulated? Because at least the Sideshow version has articulated fingers.
I don't think this has. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no, look.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Is
Fingers
that?
bend.
Nope,
Fingers bend.
nope. I don't think they're articulated. He has multiple sets of hands.
You're right, Don.
Oh well, that means that all means the goldenrod will have the articulated fingers. You never know. You never know. Let's see. Is the diecast only in the legs? Possibly. I don't know.
And probably some in the torso.
We'll find out. We'll find out in like October of 2023.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Before we continue off with the next Grail fail, I want to hit up on some questions and hit up on the poll right now. All right, so let me see. Where is this question? This question was here. Okay, Blackbird Tech. Nate, I heard you disappeared from 24-hour stream. Care to elaborate? Okay, it was within the first 2 or 3 hours. Hey, if you guys want to know, I'll show you what happened.
Oh, I know it's being played.
It was called McCarty time.
I'm serious. Give me a little space. I can't.
Get up.
Oh, God.
Nate's on a C5 right now.
We don't have time for this. We have to go.
Oh, God, you don't want to see that. Oh. Where am I?
You know what? You should almost follow that up with the deleted scene from Iron Man 1 when he's in the full gantry and Pepper comes in and he's like, "This isn't the worst thing you've ever caught me doing."
Yep. Oh, that'll be another one. Yeah, that'll be another one. Yeah. But that's how I'm gonna answer it right there, guys. That's pretty much what happened right there. You don't want to see this. Where am I? No, but let's move on because we only have about an hour and a half now. So, all right. Oh yeah. The votings. Okay. So right now with the votes, 42 votes in with 20 minutes. Attack of Clone C-3PO. 81% say it's a Grail, and only 19% say it's a fail. So that's not bad. I feel that a lot of people are pushing the Grail stats for this, like a very good number of the 42 votes. So it seems reasonable that this might become a Grail in the future because of the way the figure is at this point in time. Like people, like I said, collectors want the goldenrod, and it's hard to say no to that. You know, it's hard to say no.
I'll just tell you this flat out. I mean, after looking at it, after seeing it, I'm perfectly fine right now with my Sideshow C-3PO. And I know some people might think that's blasphemy. I'm not grabbing this, you know, as great as it looks, the weathering. I
can see that. Look, he's below Captain Rex. You see this? Oh, the bestsellers, R2-D2, Clone Trooper Pilot, the Battle Droid, Captain Rex, and then C-3PO. Look at that. So he's doing okay with the bestseller because of the initial push on the sales when he first released. But you would think that he would at least be with R2-D2 in the bestsellers right there, you know, right next to him. But people, I think people have said their piece that they will wait for their goldenrod rather than the bronze. So.
Oh, we got another super chat.
Another one.
No. I'll just, without going into spoilers, if that does happen, Toy Fair exclusive.
That's a Toy Fair exclusive. It's probably going to be sort of like the Zombie Iron Man or the or Zombie Deadpool. If they could pull out a Zombie Deadpool and a Zombie Iron Man, the Deadite look of the Zombie Strange isn't bad, right? We've seen the trailers, we've seen the pics. He doesn't look that bad for Hot Toys to put out there. It doesn't look as gruesome or as bloodied up.
Mhm.
It looks all right. So I think Hot Toys would be able to put that out there, because the worst they can do is literally Deadpool, zombie Deadpool, as far as gore is concerned. And the Dead-Eyed Strange doesn't look like, doesn't look that gruesome.
It's a PG-13 movie, not an R movie. So that makes it easier for Hot Toys to sculpt.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind buying that, because it looks in the film and the way the pictures look. And also I'm a big fan of Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm a big fan of Doctor Strange. I will buy every Doctor Strange. He's pretty much my Iron Man at this point. Buy every Iron Man, buy every Doctor Strange.
So you have a quote unquote strange addiction?
Strange addiction. Oh my God, strange addiction. Oh, see, so JC, RIP George Perez, the best comic artist. Oh yeah, RIP y'all. RIP.
That sucked.
Yeah,
Rest
that.
in peace, man.
Rest in peace. And then, man, a lot of things happened this week. George Perez. Then Mother's Day this week. Congratulations to all mothers out there, and also the kids are taking out their parents out for dinner. Have fun. And cherish these moments. Cherish them, because like what happened to George Perez, like anytime, it could be anytime. So, and the thing is, I heard that he was just like, there was no talks of of anything wrong with him at that point.
Perez? No. He had said he was dying. He
was? Wow.
Yeah. Back in December.
Oh, wait a minute.
He only had 6 months to live. So this is.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm mixing up the other artist that died this week. It was George Perez. Yeah.
He died because he was old. He was 80 years old.
Well, I mean, still 80 years old. That's not as old as it used to be.
I know.
Well, the thing is, people were saying that he was just doing a stream a while ago. Neil Adams. He was doing, that's who I was mixing up things with. Neil Adams died this week, and then George Perez died. Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Yep.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they both died this week, so that's kind of makes it kind of crappy.
Wow, that's crazy. But damn. So and hey guys, enjoy it. Enjoy what you can, have fun. So, because you never know. But all right, guys, let's move on to the next Grail or Fail. And let me see. We did C-3PO. All right, let's move on to R2-D2. What are your thoughts on the Grail and Fail on R2-D2? So I'll get things started with this one. I feel this one will be more sought after than the actual deluxe version of R2-D2 that's out there. If in the later down the road, I feel this is going to be a Grail because of the fact that you get all these accessories. It's pretty much a deluxe version of R2-D2. The only thing you're not getting is the holograms and the I think there was something else, and the generator for Empire Strikes Back. But sacrificing that, right? You get the boosters. You get the freaking rocket packs. The one that he freaking was flying around the factory and taking out freaking battle droids with.
Lighting the oil on fire.
Yes, there's so much fun with this that I can see people rocking it. And then you get the freaking C-3PO head. So if you miss out on getting C-3PO from Attack of the Clones, you have a chance at picking up a C-3PO, just the diecast head, to go with the R2-D2 over here.
Well, I mean, here's what you could also do. I mean, if you already got Chewbacca, and you're waiting for the ESB version, at least you can recreate the scene where he takes his head out and you can now have a Chewbacca holding the head.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, just because we don't have the full package doesn't mean you can't start recreating that ESB scene now.
Nice. You're right.
Wow.
Because remember, he turns on the head and he's like, I've been shot.
Yep. No, that's that's true. I wasn't even thinking about that. They can do that. Also, CT603. Neil was sudden. Yeah. Neil just came out of nowhere. That's why I was mixing things up. Neil also died this week. I don't think people know about this either. Like, Neil just came out of freaking nowhere. And then Perez. Okay, so first Puerto Rican superhero, the White Tiger, White Bah. Yeah, man, a lot of people. Damn it, man.
Unfortunately, Death's coming 3. So who's the next one?
No. Didn't someone else die like the beginning of the month? No, the end of the month of April, right? I was like, damn, it just keeps on going. I mean, it is what it is, though.
Well, I mean, and one of the things is, though, like when I was at Comic-Con, especially when I was with Loco Lu and we were walking down Artist Alley, you would actually be surprised at some of the age, at some of like the artists and the authors and that were there signing. There were a decent number of people who were, I don't want to say older, but they were in the old 55 plus, 55, 60, 65-ish, even going maybe 70. So hell, but also at the same time, in 2019, I freaking saw Sergeant Slaughter there at Comic-Con, and he was old as hell, and unfortunately, he must have needed the money because he wasn't looking well at all.
They just posted a new picture of Sergeant Slaughter. He just signed on for some G.I. Joe classified stuff. He's going to be doing promos for it.
Like in the 80s? Wow.
Yeah.
So,
he was looking good from the picture. Like, he had the whole outfit on, and he looked healthy. So maybe from when you saw him, like, he wasn't doing too well, and he put himself back into shape because he looked pretty good for his age with the promo pic they showed.
Okay, cool. Good for him then.
Hey, quick question, y'all. I'll answer real quick and then give my final thoughts on R2-D2, and then we'll move on to DonPrime. There was, where's that question? Okay, a Hot Toys hotline. I think R2-D2 Deluxe will always be a Grail due to the Leia Hollows. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, this R2-D2 is still pushing 600. The R2-D2 Deluxe is still pushing 600.
Well, I mean, I can see that, but just again as a counter argument, the Sideshow version also comes with the Leia holograms and the table as well.
Gee, oh my God, Naomi! Yeah, Naomi died. 2 Country Star. Yeah, that happened too.
She passed the night before she was inducted.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow.
Denobi in here he hears the word droids.
I keep calling out droids. Make your choices quick on the droids. Expect to see the Super Battle Droid drop soon.
Wait. Are we being told to pre-order now?
Nah, don't worry.
Day 1 pre-orders. Day 1 pre-orders, huh?
Well, no, I mean, here's the thing. Droids are kind of their own little thing. I mean, historically, droids haven't sold that well compared to the mainline figures. But the thing with everyone and their mom is going to be wanting B1s. Everybody and their mom wants a C-3PO. Now, are they going to pay the money? Now, I can see people buying 1 or 2 B1s. Not a problem at $190. Now, C-3PO is a single figure, especially someone who's new and, might want to get a figure, but again, they see the price, they might be scared away, especially if it's not the gold C-3PO that they grew up with or they want. Again, I see pros and cons. Droids are kind of their own beast. Well,
that's another thing I want to bring up too later when we start talking about the B1s, the first B1s that are out for Hot Toys. Talk about the freaking army builds that might occur. But with R2-D2 here, I feel that this one is going to be another Grail. I personally, because of the jetpacks and the action this figure went through, I feel it's going to be more of the rusted look. It's not not rusted, a weather look that I like over the shiny R2-D2, which the shiny R2-D2 from Deluxe is fine for me as well. I love that figure. But this one right here, because of the jetpacks and the action this thing went through, like people were clapping when R2-D2 was taking on freaking B2s, okay, with the freaking jetpack. I was there, man. And in order to recreate that moment with the jetpacks, hey, that's why I feel that this one might be a grail in the future for those that do miss out on picking up R2-D2. But so far, the R2-D2 is doing quite well in the best sellers because those are a lot of collectors that did miss, that are just coming into the game, did miss out on the deluxe edition R2-D2 from Return of the Jedi. And right here, this R2-D2 right now, it's an opportunity for collectors that did miss out. So I say it's a grail, but it's going to be interesting down the road. It's going to be interesting for this figure down the road. I think once it starts selling out, that's when prices start picking up. But DonPrime, your thoughts on the R2-D2 grail fail?
I do think this one will be a grail. It's R2. Literally, it's one of those things. It's one of those theories that, like, all of Star Wars essentially being told by R2 or through R2's perspective. So it's like one of those things where, again, if you believe that lore, like he's telling the story to somebody else. He is like the essential character in Star Wars. He's been at the side of basically everyone's importance. He's been the center, of everything. I mean, this thing is going to sell out. This thing will get a pretty penny, and it's going to sell out for the fact it's not the deluxe version costing $600. Now, my only issue with this thing is it's the remote. They brought the remote control system back.
They did bring it back, yeah.
Yeah, so you're getting lights and sounds and all that. Now, granted, if they just put a standard LED system in it with, with a circuit and a standard on-off switch, this thing probably could have been $240. So, I mean, how many people are
Well, the thing is, that was the original price, right? It was like $250 for R2-D2, $240, $250 for the deluxe edition. It was something like around that.
But there was also more accessories. I mean, I can see that's what. But again, I'm nitpicking at this point. Again, and for me, my issue is because it's on a remote control, I can't wire this in with soap reactors because it still needs to, have the remote turn it on or off. That it's no on or off switch to directly connect the circuit. You have to physically, through a remote, close the circuit to turn the power on.
Now, CT603 did say, though, moving forward, Hot Toys is going to have a steady flow of R2s, keeping it from attaining Grail status and value, but always maintain Grail demand. That's true, though. Nowadays, Hot Toys are putting out a lot more figures out there, quantity-wise, right? And the quality is still good. The quality is still good, and the quantity is just freaking out the door. Like, remember, 30,000 Mandalorians deluxe editions, 20,000 Rexes, 20,000 Clone Trooper deluxes. The doors are open for more production, right? But I feel that now, since we get to that point, it's going to take longer for figures to hit Grail status, unless their pre-orders were like low to like near dead, like near like no interest whatsoever. Those will hit more Grail status faster, like your Dark Troopers, like your Moff Gideons. Once they sell out, the Moff Gideon is pretty much just a Krennic reign to happen. But like I said, with R2-D2 though, it'll be taking a few more years down the line. It'll take more few years, like versus being 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years at that point.
Yeah.
But all right, so it's a Grail fail for you, Don. It's a Grail.
Yeah, it's going to be a Grail. And again, just because I'm not buying something or I disagree with it, again, doesn't mean it's going to be a Grail or a fail. Either way, again, I'm just expressing my own opinion. I'm not telling anyone you have to buy this, don't buy this. Again, it's based on what you can afford and what you want, what you like. Again, you got to be financially responsible. And again, just collect what you need. And at this point in my game, I'm just buying at this point one of each. And again, until something that comes away and blows me away. And right now, my New Hope, C-3PO, and R2 are fine.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Let me see. So, Lane, are you good to start, or I move over to C and B first? Because I see you muted.
No. So for this figure, this is probably of the ones that's been revealed is the one I am going to get because I want an R2 to go with my Mandalorian Luke Skywalker. Primary reason I'm going to get him. I think looks like a great figure. Obviously, R2 is one of the most iconic characters. I love the jump jet accessories that are being included with it. That gives something new versus the earlier TFA and the deluxe one. It comes with a ton of the accessories that was included with the deluxe. Now, the downside, this is the third one that they are putting out. So, I mean, obviously the other R2s on the secondary market, especially the deluxe, they sell for a lot.
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah. So I think there still will probably remain pretty high relative. But this guy, though, being he's going to be the third release of it, I mean, I can't say this guy's going to be a fail because I'm never going to say an R2 is going to be a fail. I think the pricing for it is reasonable for modern day prices at $270. Don't think it's great at $270, but it comes with a lot of the accessories of the deluxe. The previous figures have all been really relatively sturdy and well made, so I expect no difference from this. I think this one has the head is Durasteel or die cast with it as well. I almost said Durasteel that doesn't actually exist.
It's like
yeah, but I think everything about the figure looks really cool. I don't know about the radiant controlled stuff, which me and you find obnoxious before, since I didn't have one of the earlier ones. So I can't say it's going to be a Grail because it's the third R2-D2, and it's probably in comparison to the other ones. I guess maybe it might be more sought after than The Force Awakens, just because the sequel trilogy is attached to it, I guess. I mean, it was an R2 that could go with anything. Anyway.
Personally, it's a jetpack. I think jetpack is going to be a big selling point for this figure for the future.
Yeah, but I think I would put him not quite Grail, but like just a step below. Like it's going to be a highly sought after figure when it sells out at some point. Maybe not right away, but this is when he's going to be a figure that'll have higher than his original price. Now it may not be like 80 to 90% more than he originally costed, but he'll probably be a figure that will be over $300 to buy him on the secondary market. A few years from now. So he's going to be a sought after figure after he's gone, because even more there might be more availability by that time than some of the other ones still too.
Oh, I just realized something. Single Star brought up a good point. 20th anniversary is also bringing into a Grail status in the future. The boxes. The boxes.
Honestly, I hate the boxing for the 20th anniversary.
I get it, but the branding of the 20th and the 40th.
Yeah, like
the
with
Darth
the
Vader
Empire
40th.
R2-D2. Yeah,
the 40th anniversary Darth Vader packaging. They sell like about $50 to $100 more than the actual Empire Strikes Back packaging, because of the 40th anniversary sticker on it, 40th anniversary. So this can also be pushing that Grail status because of the packaging as well for that 20th anniversary branding. So there is opportunity there for this to hit Grail status. I'm just saying that it's gonna take longer for figures to hit Grail status these days, because Hot Toys just opened the floodgates with production.
And you might have to redefine what you mean by Grail. I think that's the thing too. What are we referring to as Grail necessarily too?
Well, everyone at the end of the day, everyone has their own opinions on what a Grail is. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, my Hulkbuster, this overproduced figure right now at this point is a Grail for me. This Hulkbuster right here, you can't see it, but you can see it now. So there you go. Freaking strange box. This is a Grail for me. This used to be a Grail, like literally before they reproduced it. But even if this figure never sells out ever again, it is a Grail for me, because the one and all Hulkbuster to have in your collection. And then the Mark 7 is also a Grail for me, because it is my favorite Iron Man and the thing is, the Mark 7 did not hit Grail status immediately. It took 2 or 3 years after it sold out. And then people were like, you know what? I want to spend $500, $600 on this because I missed out on the Mark 7. That's when I see that the prices are going to be rising up, because 2 or 3 years or 5 years at that point, people will be hunting down older figures. And that's when the prices will be going higher in the resale market. But at the end of the day, it's all your opinion on what is a Grail. At this point, with the Attack Clothesline, what we're trying to figure out is, once it sells out, the demand for it is going to get higher later on in the years. And I feel that's the case for R2-D2, and I do feel the same way for C-3PO because there'll be collectors coming in that want to have these two figures set up in their collection. So, because you got the Attack of Clones R2-D2, and then you have the C-3PO to go together with for the anniversary of 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
But all right, so CMB, what is your thoughts on R2-D2's Grail fail?
I'm kind of torn. Like I can see it being a Grail, but the way I see it being a Grail is like Lane said, like after it's sold out and people who missed out are hunting for them, then it could see the Grail status. But at the same time, I don't see it being an immediate one just because you have Sideshow's R2, you have Hot Toys 2 previous R2, and many collectors already have that. So their logic might be, well, why do I need another? It's going to look the same. This one has a remote, the lights, the beep boop bops. The only thing that makes it stand out is you finally get the thrusters and you get that flight stand. But other than that, it's just like any other R2 figure that's already out. So for me, I'm going to have to say for me, it's a Grail.
A Grail?
Just because, there's already so many other models of R2. They're all pretty much the same. You have little bits of like the holograms and whatnot. Sideshow has the accessories from Return of the Jedi with the tray and everything. This one, you get the thrusters and the flight stand, but at the end of and it's got the more weathered look. But at the end of the day, it's just if you put it up with all your other R2s in the display, it's just going to be the fact that you have multiple R2s. So I can see people's logic saying, well, if I already have an R2, why do I need to collect another R2? It's going to have the same shelf presence as any other R2. So the only way I see this being a Grail is like what Lane said, like after it's sold out, new collectors coming into the game, missed out on it, and then they have to go on to the hunt for it.
Hey, DonPrime, what's that quote you love to say from Simpsons?
From The Simpsons?
Yeah, it's like that doll got new hair or something. What was that like? It was so it's a new doll with the she has a new
it's Smithers. Smithers. It's Malibu Stacy. She's got a new hat.
Exactly. And the new in this situation, the new hat is the jetpacks.
Exactly.
You get the C-3PO head though. That's true too. You get the C-3PO. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. So you get two hats. You get Malibu Stacy with two hats in this one. But yo, before we continue off for the next one, let me show you the sales on the R2-D2 Deluxe from eBay right now. So on the sold out market right now, so I think that's empty ARC box going for $70. You out of your damn mind. Okay, so Hot Toys MMS 511 Stars R2-D2 Deluxe version from Return of the Jedi, $600, $641 with shipping. Empty box again, 50. Wow. Okay.
Real quick, I just want to jump in. So Module cases right now, if you're looking to get any of the pre-made ones, so at Sideshow, the 110 one, that's waitlisted. The DF60 is waitlisted. The 55, it's in stock right now, but it's already waitlisted. I mean, it's already blue screen, and it just went in stock this morning.
Wow.
So,
really? Wow.
For Module cases, yeah.
Wow. And like I showed you guys before on the best sellers, R2-D2 is pretty much competing with Luke Skywalker Bestman right now for Star Wars bestsellers for pre-orders, and it's gonna take a number of years for R2-D2 for this one to hit Grail status like the deluxe version. But the thing is, it's gonna be its own thing too. Like it has the jetpacks, it has the C-3PO head, the 20th anniversary style packaging. Unless Hot Toys decides, oh man, in 2023 they can, if they see the sales on this the way they're going, I wouldn't be surprised they reissue the R2-D2 Deluxe from Return of the Jedi as a 40th packaging for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi in 2023. I could see that happening. If they're noticing the sales going high for R2-D2, what would stop them to drop a R2-D2 Deluxe edition reissue again, but with a different packaging? So they have done it before. They have done it before, but so that's our thoughts on R2-D2. I want to go over the votes. R2-D2, Attack of the Clones, Grail fail. 89% say Grail and 11% say fail. 46 votes. That's not too bad. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I think we were in the same situation with all of us. It just depends on how well it does in the future as far as sales are concerned. If the sales are great with it, it's going to take a minute for it to sell out, right? Because so many pre-orders come into play with this figure. And this figure might sit for a minute, like the R2-D2 Deluxe Edition. It's sat long enough for me to pick it up when I was just coming into the game at 2019. So, 90% Grail and 10% fail. All right, we'll end it there. All right, guys, let's move on to the next Grail fail. And I think we should keep up the trend with the droids, right? So let's move over to the first Hot Toys Battle Droid Geonosis variant. My take on it, damn. I think this might be a Grail in the future because of the fact that people are sort of controversial with this one as well. Is the fact that this one is not the traditional Battle Droid colors. This is the Geonosis colors. A lot of people were talking about, but where's the desert camo? Where's the original light desert brown colors from the original Phantom Menace? People were asking those, or even asking for the stack as well for that.
Well,
the
true.
Geonosis,
Go ahead.
mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, well, technically they're not the same battle droids, even though they're enabled B1s. They're different models.
Single Star Rare says Grail because of the C-3PO head anniversary packaging. That is true too. There's a lot of accessories that go with this figure that make it a future Grail in the future, a pretty much hit Grail status in the future, because of the things it can do, and also being the first B1 battle droid for collectors right now from Hot Toys. And I know people try to hunt these down from Sideshow as well. So there is a demand for droids. People have been asking for droids because, they are the enemies of the Jedi. Enemies of the Jedi. You got all these Jedis in your shelf, or all these heroes in your shelf, and you don't have any battle droids to go with them, And in the future, when these Jedi start popping up a lot more, you will want to get battle droids to go with them. And that's where the Grail status is going to be rising for battle droids. If Hot Toys plays this right and they give us Kenobi, they give us Jesus Kenobi, Mace Windu, which was teased. Hey, well, hell, he was teased right here. Look at him. So if they drop us more, Jedis down the road for the Attack of Clones line, Jedi Padawan, Anakin Skywalker, and Jesus Kenobi, you got droids. Hell, if you got the original Revenge of the Sith Anakin and Kenobi, these droids still work with you. They're still battle droids on your shelf. And I feel that people are going to skip on these because of the whole fact that it's not the droids they're looking for per se. It's not the droids they're looking for. People want the original ones, or the B2s, right? Pedro is asking, Nate, how many droids are you getting? Let me see. There is a picture that shows how many I'm getting. Wait, is that the picture? No, that's not the picture. Where's the picture? There you go. Right there. That's how many I'm getting. 4. I might get 5 because I want one with the C-3PO head on it. Because I want 4 to be rocking with the regular battle droid's head. And it's 190. You out of your damn minds if I'm not going to army build the hell out these things, man. 190? That is just perfect for army building right now. 190 is ridiculous, man. I don't know how this ended up being 190. I could have seen this being 220, but starting. But 190, that's freaking beautiful. I can't wait. But that's how I feel, guys, about this figure. I feel that it is going to be a Grail in the future because people are going to be skipping on this and they're going to be wanting to go back trying to pick these up. You know what I mean? They want to be going back trying to pick these up because they were like, I didn't want these. They're not the droids I'm looking for. And then Hot Toys going to drop the droids they're looking for in the future. I'm like, damn it, these sold out. Now I got to go hunt these down for my display. But I want to hear your thoughts, guys. DonPrime?
I'm grabbing this. I'll just, obviously I'm not going to pre-order it. I'll wait till, Hong Kong releases. But I'm definitely grabbing one, especially I already have the Hasbro B1 in the normal colors just like you. And, that will be a background figure. That will offset the Geonosis coloring perfectly fine. So, I mean, I'll, when this comes in, I'll have 2 battle droids. So that'll be enough for me at that point until, we get the normal color ones, which are coming.
Yeah. But it's just when. It's going to be interesting. I'm hoping because the normal color ones appear in Revenge of the Sith. I can't remember. They did, right? They did during the battle, battle with General Grievous in Yucatan, right?
Well, actually, there's 2 versions. You have when they're in the ship with Grievous, when they have the pilots, that's what is called the OEM versions of the B1s. They're the ones from the Phantom Menace. So they have the standard tan coloring, but they also have the blue, like the blue markings. Then you have the standard B1 battle droids that don't have any markings unless they're like a commander.
I see. The collector says should have been 160. Maybe 3 years ago would have been 160, but we're not living in those times anymore, man. Beskar Kid. Utapau, yeah. There was some in Utapau, if I remember, during with General Grievous. So there is a possibility we might see the tan ones from Revenge of the Sith. But continue, DonPrime. So you feeling this is going to be a Grail or is it going to be a fail?
Oh, I'm thinking Grail.
Grail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
And how many you're getting?
Oh, I'm just get one.
Just the one?
Yeah, just one.
Just one? You don't want to get 2 just to throw in a C-3PO head on top of it?
No, don't need to. I mean, it's funny and it's cool, but I don't need to spend the money just for that little iconic scene.
Gotcha. But all right. Let's move on. Lane. Grail fail.
Honestly, I think this one's going to be a fail.
Wow. Okay.
But that's just saying as a Grail. I don't think it's going to be a Grail figure because I think there's going to be a pretty good number of them made.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like has been pointed out with a lot of troopers now and other things. I don't think we're going to see quote Grails. These non-main characters. I don't think they're going to be Grail necessarily. I think these guys are going to sell pretty well, and I think they're going to be good. I know I'm probably going to get one, but it's going to be kind of more dependent on when they come out in 2023 or 2024, whenever they actually make it. I know it says April to September right now, but we'll see. Now the price point for this is great for modern Hot Toys. That's amazing. So, like, if you're going to buy 4 of them, this is a much easier one than in comparison to even any modern trooper. If you want to get a couple of them or something, if you're getting the Anakin with staff, this would be a great alternative to stick with it. If you don't want to have Anakin on the staff, or you're doing a setup where you have one of those guys on a staff and maybe a second one on the ground, and eventually maybe like a super battle droid or something, doing a setup would be great. I think the engineering and all this looks now. They did help with the original Sideshow ones, correct? Like way back in the day.
I think they did help in certain. I think they helped certain figures, mostly with the clones though.
Okay.
They helped out mostly with the clones.
But
I can't remember if they did help out with the droids.
I'm kind of hoping for the blasters on the back. Maybe they end up using some magnets or something like that you can attach. That's kind of what I'm hoping. But I think the figure looks cool. Like, it nails the look. But it really depends if you like. It just depends. Do you like these droid designs or not? If you really don't care for the droids that much, then I can see people. Then you shouldn't buy it. I don't think it's a thing that if you don't particularly care for him, I don't think you should get it. Don't feel you have to get it if you have some clones or something like that, because there might be also some other, like you said, colorations coming. I do like that it comes with the C-3PO head. I think that is a really good part to it. It's if you like kind of more goofy nature to these things and some of the goofy scenes that happen like in the prequels and stuff or Clone Wars, and you kind of find them amusing, then it'd be worth it probably to get one too in your collection. You know, I think they can check different boxes for how they were used. I would have some concern if they don't have any die cast at all in the leg joints. But I think the 3PO head for this one makes it hard for me to tell you if you like the prequels at all and you're going to have any clones whatsoever, whether you already own some already or are you going to maybe get some of the other clone troopers or something here as part of the 20th anniversary. Getting one just to put the 3PO head on it would be hard for me to tell you not to try and get. Because that is absolutely hilarious.
Okay, yeah, the tan and brown. That's the one I'm trying to say. I keep saying desert camo, but yeah, tan and brown. Those are the original ones that that collectors are wanting because those are the OGs. But with the red, I because of what it pulls off with the C-3PO head and the transformation on this, I know the tan and browns are probably going to do that, and also with the staff as well included. I feel that because of the C-3PO, this might be a grail in the future because people are going to be the reason why I feel there's going to be a grail because they're going to be missing out. They're going to be by missing out. I mean, like they're going to skip on this and wait for the tan and browns. But Lou, hey, you're back, Lou. If we can, we'll go back to R2 and C-3PO for you, but we'll just move on from the C-3PO.
I was traveling.
Yeah. And it's all good. If we have time, we'll move on. We'll go back for you, but we'll just start off with you with C-3PO once we get to you.
Yeah.
But other than that, what is your thoughts, CMB, on the C-3PO? C-3PO? It's the C-3PO head on this. The Battle Droid B1 Geonosis. What is your thoughts on a Grail fail?
I'm gonna have to say fail because I feel like they're gonna mass produce these like they did the clones. So you're going to have plenty of time to collect these. There's going to be plenty on the market to collect. If you look at the 501st, I mean, we all thought that was going to be sold out already. You can still pick up 501st Deluxe and Standard. So, I don't think that this is going to hit a Grail status at all. Even when it's sold out, I don't see it reselling for a high amount, so people will still be able to pick them up for a decent price on the secondary market. So for me, I'm honestly going to have to say because even Denobi said in the chat that they're going to be producing every droid of every color. So if you're going to get the Geonosis droids, you're going to get the tan droids, you're getting the B2 droids. So with that, Hot Toys is already banking on the fact that most people are going to get more than one of these figures. So they're going to mass produce these figures. So I don't think we'll ever see it really on a Grail status. I have a feeling we're going to see it in stock for a long time. So probably where we'll see discount codes and free shipping on them.
Yeah, they can. And also, I've been looking at the prices. The prices on the Sideshow droids aren't too bad for resale. Like, I'm seeing a 2-pack for like $359 right now that was sold out. Like, I don't know what was the original prices for those, but $359 for 2 for Sideshow figures, that's not too bad, right? But that's Sideshow quality as well. I don't know how much influence Hot Toys had on those droids. I know they had influence on the clone troopers, but the droids I'm not sure of. But that's the thing, though. It's just the sought afterness for these figures. Is it going to be there for the droids, especially the battle droids? And I feel it will depend on the Jedis that we get. That's what I feel with these Grails. If these do become Grails in the future, it's because the fact that we're getting Jedis at that point, and people will be hunting these down a lot more. But that's the thing, though. That's also if Hot Toys is mass producing these. If Hot Toys mass producing these like they're the damn clone troopers again, then it's going to be a fail, and it's going to take us about 5 to 8 years at that point for to actually see some resale values going high in the market. At that point, if you're buying this for the fact that you want to resell in the future, that might not be the case for you. You're probably going to have to sit on this for years to come. This is more of the army building display status. You're buying like for me, I'm buying multiple of these just for my display purposes. So, but yeah,
That being said, like I'm still gonna buy multiples of these because I got plans for them. So
yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting in the next few years to see what Hot Toys pulls off with these figures, especially the battle droids, because there's so much more to come. Especially rainbow droids. See, so many different colors that can pop into play. There's even like a red variant that's I think it's a commander or general of one of the armies that's a notorious battle droid. It's a B1 with the red marking, so it's ridiculous.
There's also then you got the tactical droids. You have the super commando, like the commando droids.
Oh yeah. There's more. There's more on the way. I'm just waiting to see when. But let's move on. Loco Lu, your thoughts on the Grail fail on the battle droid?
Okay.
Geonosis.
Being that Hot Toys has been on the print and press, when I say fail, it's more like it's the shelf hugger. You know what I mean? It's the shelf hugger of the entire group. This is like the bottom of the entire list for most people. Because yes, everyone wants the tan versions. They're more familiar with the tan versions, and you only see this, maybe a couple of times. But it can flip if the pre-order numbers are really low and they choose not to hit this on the print and press. Because right now we're in a different climate, we're in a different time, and we don't know what's going to happen next. Because they could do what they did to us with Pennywise. We thought Pennywise was going to be Grail status, and look, it's still available at Sideshow. So this could hit that same niche where it won't be a lot of pre-order numbers, but Sideshow will have enough in stock. Or the other thing is it could be another Chitauri soldier and just sit there forever.
Oh no! Don't do that. Oh, Lou. Oh, don't bring up the Chitaris, man. Hot Toys is still getting hit with that.
Listen. It's going to be Chitaris and it's going to be Mark 50s forever. I'm just saying.
Mark 50s and Chitaris.
Yeah, but this might be the only Star Wars Hot Toys figure that can be like that. You get what I'm saying? Because if they want to print them and just like, oh yeah, they'll buy them up. Everyone's on the army building vibe. Or the other hand, you build these now and wait, 2, maybe 3 years for the next one, which I don't think will be that long. They're going to do what they did with the clone troopers. They got the 501st out. Once the 501st was out, a couple of months down the line, it's time for anniversary, it's time for celebration, it's time for May the 4th. You know what? It's just a repaint. Let's just, keep it going. And we can get the other color variations by next year or the year after. So it's really up to you. Me, I would have to get multiple of these just to recreate the scene that I thought was funny. And that's, C3 on top of this droid and just, have a good laugh, because that's what it's really meant for. It's the gag, but it's that moment that everyone remembers and you can recreate with this specific set of figures. You get your R2, your C3, and a couple of these guys, and you got your scene.
Looking at the pre-order list right now for bestsellers, R2-D2, of course, is leading the pack with Bestman Luke's, Clone Troopers, Clone Trooper Pilot, Battle Droid Geonosis beating out C-3PO. And it most likely is because of the price. But again, we did talk about this earlier. C-3PO, because not many people are not fans of this coloring. They prefer the goldenrod, the end all be all C-3POs. I think that's the reason why C-3PO is hurting a bit. Maybe if this was a C-3PO goldenrod, I feel it would have been rivaling R2-D2 and Bestman Luke at this point. But then again, it is what it is. Collectors
they just got announced too. I mean, they haven't even been out for a week yet. So
yeah, that's another case too. So we'll see what happens in the next month or so. How well C-3PO does. He might be pushing further in the list to to the top with R2-D2, or he'll just sit around and start moving down to the Moff Gideon part of the list. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Part of the list.
Yeah,
that's another thing. It's price tag. It could be a solid hit, and knowing that there's no pause button, they're gonna get as many pre-orders as they can. They'll leave this open for as long as they need to until they drop the first batch, and then once people get a whiff, oh, it's out, pre-order until the stock.
Pre-order.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think it would be wrong for people to sleep on this because we finally got it. This is the first battle droid. That's like sleeping on the first trooper.
Yeah, well,
So,
speaking, before we get into the troopers, I do want to pull up the votings now on the not the troopers, the battle droid. Let me see what people are saying. So the Attack of Clones B1 Geonosis style, 38 votes in 15 minutes. Grail for 68% and a fail for 32. Wow. Okay.
wow.
well, you know who's still a fail even after it's already been released and hasn't helped shoot up the bestsellers? Transport Trooper, man. That thing is still just above the blurs.
The blurs.
It's right above literally there's him and then the blurs. And that's it.
Damn.
And he's he's already been released. We're just waiting for him to start arriving now here in the US. That's awful. So he's gonna be sitting there for a while. Wonder if that means I'll get my notice soon.
But to move on with the troopers,
Trooper time.
To move on with the troopers, we'll start things off with me, and then we'll move on to Loco Lu. I want to hear his thoughts on the troopers. He's just coming in. So the Grail fail on the Clone Trooper. Man, 230. Perfect. All right. I think this is gonna be a fail, guys. I think this is gonna be a fail because of the mass production on this. Everybody and their mother is gonna be trying to freaking army. This is gonna be another freaking 501st situation. Another Rex. Army building the hell out of these. Not even Rex concerned, more 501st. I feel that there's going to be army building. And then a lot of people are coming out. Where is the original color? Where is the white? Where is the glossy? Like the shinies, This is close to a shiny we're getting right now. And people are going to be army building,
You think
for
this
that collection.
be more than the 501st? Because it is just the white. You don't have to worry about any color distinction or anything.
Because of the originality of this trooper, the first trooper to pop off, grunt wise, this will be more than a 501st. The only reason why you pick up the 501st is if you're an Anakin simp, like myself. But I'm just saying, for the clone trooper, however, clone troopers, everybody wants to pick up an army build on this, or 2 or 3 of these, Just not because of not having Anakin Skywalker, but the general sense. This fits on every shelf. The 501st usually either fits with Rex or your Anakins. With the Clone Trooper or whatever, it could fit on any shelf. And then the other fact here, the fact that they're opening up the floodgates for the second phase of the helmets. So this tells me that they probably ain't going to be working on the Revenge of the Sith Phase 2 helmets, because right here, the Clone Trooper, this is your Phase 2. This is your Revenge of the Sith Phase 2 right now. So they're covering both films with this, and I feel that the Revenge of the Sith line will be more so the commanders, the officers, the variants versus the actual Phase 2 clean versions or shinies, because you get it right here with the Attack of Clone style. So it's going to be a fail in regards to the fact that they're going to make so many of these, and it's going to be open the floodgates. It's going to be another 501st situation. But which one will be sought after more? I feel the Clone Trooper will, just the shiny version, because not the shiny version, but the clean version, because of the fact that it fits in everybody's shelf. The 501st, however, They usually fit on your Rexes, which people aren't the people who are fans of the Clone Wars are fans of Rex. Unless he pops up in a live action setting, that's a different situation. But and then the 501st, then it fits with your Anakin. Clone Troopers, they fit with everybody regarding the prequels from Attack of the Clones to Revenge of the Sith. So straight out of the gate for me, it's a fail. But I want to hear your thoughts. Lou, Grail or fail?
Fail. And
fail. Wow.
And this is why I say fail. Print and press. If they're doing the same thing with the 501st and there's no slowing down, they're going to do the same thing with this. And I say that only because there are select fans who are strictly OT, and then there's some that are just strictly prequels. Hold that thought.
Hold the thought. All right. That is true too. The fan base when it comes to OGs and prequels, the OGs, the OT fans, they usually find the prequels as a joke, right? But at the end of the day, the prequels, they feel that also the prequels are still a lot better than the sequel trilogy, but still prequels is still a joke for a lot of OT fans, So for me, growing up with the prequels, I know it's a joke, but I loved it for what it was. I love the story. I love the build up for the stories because of how well the story was written, story wise. Character wise, it could have been done a lot better with George, but story wise, it branched off to a lot of these IPs with Clone Wars, with Bad Batch, with Mandalorian. Mandalorian still is Mandalorian. There's moments where they do talk about the prequels, and that's what's crazy though. Like compare this to the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy, because of how bad the story is, it's hard to base anything off that story to continue off with other storylines. But at least with the prequels, because of how well the story was written and how the story was developed, I get it. The characters could have been written a lot better. I get that. But story-wise, it had a proper foundation for future projects. But Lou, you're back, so continue.
I'm back. So basically, unless people feel the itch to army build, right, this won't be a grail because it will be rarity. You know what I mean? It will be rarity. You will have to be a fool not to get yourself 2 or 3 of these. And the reason why I say 2 or 3 of these is because they're interchangeable portions of it. You know what I mean? You can have one with a backpack, one without a backpack, one with a different weapon. And if you are crafty enough, you could even, throw on the paint yourself and don't wait for Hot Toys to release the ones with the painted pauldrons, the commanders and stuff. You can do that yourself or even customize your own because there's different ways to customize these armor plates because they just slide off. Some of them are just Velcroed on as well. So, the possibilities are endless with this, but people are more like, I'll wait for Hot Toys. So I don't see too much of people doing customs unless you're savvy with it. So I know DonPrime, he's no stranger to customs and kit bashes. Neither am I, and anyone else on the panel for that matter, if they're willing to just take a little bit of a paintbrush and just add a little touches or something. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, I'm a prequels guy. I'm a prequels guy. Like I came in in love with the second film, Attack of the Clones, and I've been on ever since. So
no, I got you. So a fail for you. So there's 2 fails on the panel. Damn. All right. Let's move on. DonPrime, your thoughts on the Clone Trooper Grail or fail?
Oh, this is a fail. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my God! Wow, that's crazy.
Well, here's the thing. I'm looking at the price of this, and then as I pointed out, I just went ahead and said, screw it. I just ordered another Moji case, another DF. Another scale 55, because there's like 4 or 5 left to buy at Sideshow now. So basically, for less than what this costs, for like $60 less, I can buy another Moji case. So. I mean, it's the same figure essentially. Granted, there are a few aesthetic differences between Phase 1 and Phase 2, but I mean, I'd much rather go with the if I'm gonna get one of these style, I'm gonna get with a commander or a sergeant. You know, the ones that had the actual color markings. So again, that's just me. But again, with my 501st and my 212th already in my display, and space and money being everything, if I'm going to have to sacrifice a clone, it's going to be this.
Wow. Wait, so you're not planning to pick up 2 or 3 of these?
No, I mean, if anything, I'd pick up one pilot just for the Phase 2 helmet.
Gotcha. All right. So another fail. All right. Lane, bring us home. Not bring us home. That'd be CMB. Lane, what's your thoughts on the Grail fail?
Well, for this guy, I personally think it's going to be a fail as well. I think they're going to be I don't think necessarily they're going to make as many as like the 501st or something like that. I think Hot Toys learned their lesson for making that many troopers. I do think this guy. I'm of the mindset though it's a pretty good value, the pricing that it's put at, because the number of accessories that it comes with, it's in between the deluxe edition of the 501st and the normal edition of the 501st. It's got the backpack, it's got multiple weapons, it's got the 2 head sculpts. I think if it was $200, I'd be a lot happier, of course. If it was more in the price range like the battle droids, I like it better. But I do think they're going to make enough of these, and there's already, despite whatever we talk about 501st, or we've got the Coruscant guards, or they're all the same base body and armor that has different details to them. So I think that they will fall for your average collector. Just that they're going to be a regular clone trooper to collect. So I don't think that necessarily, at least not till years later, will they be decently sized. And because I kind of agree. I think the day of troopers being like super, super expensive, like we're talking,
it's over. I do agree with that.
You're not going to see an Empire Strikes Back snow trooper what they go for, or like the 2-pack of the Battlefront ones, or even the DT Specialist like Deluxe. That one is very expensive if you're trying to get it with those extra pieces all together. Like those type of ones, I don't think that doesn't mean that these guys aren't going to go up in value for what they are when you buy in retail. You just can't expect them. They're going to be $400 to $500. I don't think. Like these guys, I think 2 years from now, 2 or 3 years from now, after they're out, they'll probably be like a $275 to $300 figure, I bet. Which by that time is going to be the average price of buying a new one, probably as well, over $300. But you get what I mean. I still think they'll give more than their initial. They'll still be more than their retail pricing, but they're not going to be super. It's not like, oh my God, they made 300 of these, and now it's going to be $400 to $500 to try and get one.
The highest I see would be $100 to $150 more than retail after they sell out. At most. But we ain't gonna see ridiculous prices like the Sideshow ones.
They're not going to be a remnant like a remnant stormtrooper that just kind of spiked up like it did, And that one was 205 and almost went for a short time. I mean, that's a great trooper, because even if you sell it today for $275 to $300, you're still 50% more than it costed to buy. So you still, that's a great. These guys, just because the pricing more, it's harder. If you're trying to sell it for a little bit more to make that back or more.
So I want to bring up some questions here, some statements. CT603 clone here. Man. I'm buying my 5. Okay, I'm buying my 5. Okay, all right. Yeah,
we're talking to the man.
I'm just talking realistically here.
The clone addiction here.
Yeah, I'm still buying my 5, but me buying my 5 will cause this figure to become a fail, because everybody's either going to buy 2 or 3 or 4 of these just for their collection. Hell, was it? Let's see, who said it? Someone said they're going to buy 12 of these or something. Who said that? I can't remember. Someone said they're going to buy 12 of these damn things. And I was like, damn. So,
well, I I can say for like my own personal thing for helping with modern troopers. You know, I own 3 Death Troopers for Mando. That's one where, you know, it's not shut up like its other Death Trooper brethren have for selling. Because you know what? I bought 3 of them and I decided downscale where I just wanted to keep one. So I sold 2 of them over within a year or so after they had originally, a year and a half when they came out. And other people have done that who bought multiples of them. It just happens now with the troopers because they make more of them.
Let me see. Lexu brought up a question. How would you feel if Hot Toys dropped an ARC Trooper 5s for Star Wars?
Day one.
I'll buy 2. I'll buy 2 day one. It's unlikely, but it would be awesome.
They're like they're going up, it's on Celebration. And they say, "Hey, this is going to be going up like tomorrow at 8 a.m." I'd be like, computer overnight on the Hot Toys page, waiting to read thing and get it. And like click on that and say, "Buy." Like that. That's a day one. That's day one, guy. I don't need to wait. I know I want it.
Yeah, if the ARC Troopers come out, man, it's all and all be all for my wallets.
You got Jesse. Yeah. He's already an ARC Trooper, even though they call him Coach already. He's an ARC Trooper.
He's an ARC Trooper. So, and also, I mean, like that's pretty much 5s and Echoes ARC Trooper colors right there. All you have to do is just redo the head sculpt a bit. The body's there. That's all. You got to change up just the paint job.
I'd really like them to get out the Bad Batch Echo though before they put up the ARC Trooper Echo.
But because we're 747, all right. So let's move on to CMB. Bring us home with the Clone Troopers. How you feel about the Grail
fail?
Wow.
Fail. Wow. It's just like I said earlier. They're gonna make so many, just like they did with the 501st, that these will sit for a while. So it's the same. It's the same thing. These are going to be mass produced, so people have time to collect them. And even if it hits secondary market, I don't see it going super crazy. Maybe 50 to 80 more than retail, just because, like, you know, I mean, if you go and look on the secondary market right now, there are people trying to sell 501st figures for $500. They're not getting them because you can just go to Sideshow and get it for retail. So, I mean, this is just going to be another thing where it's a mass-produced troopers. People can pick up more than one. They'll have plenty of time. Hell, we might even see these hit discount, free shipping, that kind of stuff. But I don't see this hitting Grail status just because.
And the only Grail
they have.
I'm sorry.
Obviously, they have plans to make more clone troopers. So we're going to get different kinds, different colors. I mean, they teased the officer with the yellow. We're getting the pilot. So, I mean, honestly, fail. Not meaning that I'm picking up 2 because I want one with phase 1 helmet, one with phase 2 helmet. But as far as like it being a Grail, no, it's a fail.
Well, I was going to say the only Grail so far that you're going to get from Clone Troopers is the 501st Battagliani nameplate.
Battagliani.
And looking at the Clone Trooper pre-order list right now, he's right next to R2-D2. Look at that. Just right next to him right now. So it's a possibility that the Clone Trooper is going to be overproduced again, but not as overproduced. I don't think it's going to be as overproduced as the 501st.
No. I don't think he'll be as overproduced as the 501st, but there's still going to be a huge production number.
Yeah. So it is on the table for that. 64 in the chat. Hit the like button, guys. Thank you, Aston for Blood. Thank you. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, guys, I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the work you guys do in joining us in the chat and discussing these figures. And also, thank you for the super chats. They go in a good cause to get more giveaways, and also working on getting more shirts down the line. I'm currently working on getting the shirt shop up, hopefully by the end of the month, so you guys actually can buy shirts. We got the 2 shirt designs. I wanted a 3rd one and the 4th one to be out, but unfortunately, the one I was talking to, the designers for the shirts, the pictures pretty much, hasn't gone back to me about the last 2. So I'm like, damn it. So that's $200 down the drain right there for those. But it's okay. So the other 2 are going to be up, and then I'm going to try and find another artist to work on the other shirts. So So I'll let y'all know by the end of the month. And then I think through the store, I want to try and have the pins and stickers for Geeking Out as well that DonPrime loves giving out to the folks at home. So that should be a lot of fun too. So I'm hoping we get those out by the end of the month. Other than that, let's move on. Let's move on to the next figure on the list. The one and only, the clone freaking pilot from Attack of the Clones, and the Phase 2 helmet as well. But and the Clone Wars helmet here as well. The Clone Wars Phase 2. But before we get into that, I do want to bring up the chat votes on the wow. So wait till the Mustang dries off. Okay, there you go. So the Attack of the Clones Clone Trooper, 39 votes
Sounds
in.
like my car's engine.
49% say Grail, but 51% fail. Wow. So people are on the there's a bit of divide there, but this is the first time seeing that the fail is overpowering the Grail at this point, or matching up with the votes today. Wow. So that's crazy. All right, so let's end the poll there, and let's move on to the pilot. All right. So if you guys never seen this particular pilot helmet before, because this pilot helmet was involved in more of the Clone Wars series. So
the second one.
The second helmet, which it looks really good. My thoughts is gonna be real quick. It's gonna be a Grail. This one in particular is gonna be a Grail because not many people are gonna be hunting this down. They'll be going more for the clone troopers. The clone pilots, I feel are gonna be pushed aside for the clone troopers, and I feel the pilots are gonna be more of the sought after ones later on because of how what's one for how unique they look, the design, and the helmets. Like, it's not a Phase 2 regular clone trooper helmet. This looks awesome. And down the line, if they release like the in a deluxe piece somehow, some way, they release some other pilot or what have you, where it has a pod for your Republic gunship that just for diorama pieces, that this will shoot up because they're like, I want to put a pilot in there. So I'm just saying, there's so many possibilities for this one, and I feel this is going to be a Grail, especially with the price. Yeah, this should be a Grail in the future, just because of how unique it is, and the fact that more people are going to go after the clone troopers and the 501st, and then the clone pilot is going to be forgotten, gone with the wind at that point. So I want to hear your thoughts, guys. DonPrime, what is your thoughts on the clone trooper pilot?
Oh, this is a Grail. And like you're saying with the helmet design, this is almost more Spec Ops pilots. Especially if you remember, what was the name of the ship? Tarkin stealth ship. When they were.
Yeah. I remember now.
Like the pilots and stuff in there, they were wearing stuff like this, and they have those markings. So this is almost like a Spec Ops pilot with that design and coloring. So yeah, definitely grabbing this.
And how many you're planning to get?
Oh, I'm just grabbing one. And it'll have the unique helmet style.
And what are your thoughts? So because of how unique it is, do you feel that it's going to be a Grail in the future?
Oh yeah, like for the same exact reason. People are going to jump and grab 12, 15 clones, and at a certain point they're going to be like, yeah, I don't need this because I already have too many whatever. So like you're saying, this is going to get overlooked by a lot of people because, again, it's a pilot. It's not necessarily a clone trooper. So
yeah. Gotcha. So that's a Grail right there. That's another Grail right there. So Lane, your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a fail.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, Lou, calm down. Simmer
down now.
Give the man time. Give the man his peace.
I just personally don't think it looks very interesting at all. I think, honestly, I don't think the helmet from the Clone Wars translated very well over. I just don't see a lot of interest in this thing. I'm of the different mindset that you guys. I don't think people after it's gone are going to care that much. Like I legitimately don't, because there's not a vehicle to stick it. We're not getting a starfighter to stick it in 6 scale or something like that. That would go with, or even, you know, their drop ships or like anything. We're not going to get anything to stick them in. I don't think the figure looks that interesting, even in comparison to the regular clone troopers. I think it's maybe almost going a little too obscure and stuff for maybe collectors of this, even for Clone Wars collectors. And for the extra $235 price and everything, I'm just negative on this figure. I just don't think people are going to care about it at all. Like at all. I think it's going to be a fart in the wind.
Are you out of your damn mind? What is wrong with you, man? Don't you ever talk about my pilots that way. How dare you? Oh my God, you messed up my camera.
You didn't smack me.
Lou, you make fire red ready, Lou. Fire red ready. Fire. Get the Death Star. And freaking Lane's address. Do it now. Do it.
Listen. You are out of your mind, bro. Because it's so uniquely different, people will put it to the side. And then when people want it, when they see other troopers like this, you're going to be like, okay, I need it. I need to get it. And then when Jost, wait, I ain't done yet, Lane. Then when Jost Jazz Inc. does a cockpit for this guy, everybody's going to want it. And that's when the grill goes up.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, though, because people are, like Lane did say, though, even though I was quite pissed off.
Like a crazy person.
I was quite pissed off about it. Lane is right, though. People are not going to go after this because of how unique it is, right? That's why the Grail status is going to come in. People are going to skip this. Like, it's not the clone trooper I'm looking for. Where is it going to fit in my display? It's not a clone trooper. It's a pilot. Where is it going to? That's where the mindset comes in for the Grail failed status here. It's going to be a Grail because people are going to be missing out. So in a way, Lane is correct. Lane is correct.
I'm going back to what you said is Grail definition varies. I think as a Grail, I put part of being Grail to me is something that is desired by people. Like I said, I don't think this figure is going to ever be desired. Like even after it's gone, that is what I am going with. Why I said I don't think, and I don't think it's I just don't think it looks very good. Like I think the more unique helmet, like I said, I don't think it translated very well. I don't think it looks good. So I think aesthetically it kind of looks like it's ugly, man. We gravitate towards better looking. Like I think the original Phase 1 looks better than it. I'm just saying we gravitate things that we look at and aesthetically we find more pleasing. We just do.
Well,
anyway, that's the end of my piece. I'm letting everybody else go. I got my say.
I'm gonna say this. The reason.
All right, Lou. Grail fail.
It's a Grail. And here's the thing. He's right. Many people may not want to get this. But it's not going to be a fail. It'll be a Grail. And because it will sit and then people will miss out and then people will start kit bashing. And I'm going to say this out loud. People will start kit bashing. People have started already. I'm planting the seeds in there. You're going to see a lot of people doing kit bashes. And here's a little thing for you. You got 2 different ways to display this. You can double up, get yourself 2 variants, right? Have a nice little explosion background piece, right? That doesn't have to take up a lot of space, just something flat. And then have some troopers in the front and have these guys kind of in the background where that explosion is, like if their ship just crash landed and they survived. And they're just like, okay, where are we off to? Because that does happen.
Dude, where's my ship? Where's your ship, dude?
Oh, it's in pieces. It's blown up in the background. You know, they're filler. You know what I mean? Buy 2 of these and keep them in the back.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Anakin, we have a Black Hawk down. We have a Black Hawk down, Anakin. We must take the high ground.
You must take the high ground. Yes, I'm getting 4 of these, so I can rock both helmets. So for each set, so I'm rocking the 4 of these. But that is true. A lot of people do feel, because of how unique it is. But then again, there are collectors that are going to miss out because it doesn't fit on their display. It does not fit. Yeah. And those that do want this is going to be collectors that, like, those of you who are picking this up, it's going to be damn it, cops. I want to wait till that goes.
Shit, they found me.
Shit. I'm just gonna go ahead and get in the position. I'll be back.
Wait. So Sayful is asking, where's that Boba Fett T-shirt from, Nate? FYI. You'll be able to pick this up at Hot Topic if you are able to find this again. I bought this like 2 years ago before the pandemic. So if you guys are able to find it,
burn it down.
Hot
Topic. Burn it down. Hot Topic.
But yeah, guys.
Commander though.
That Commander looks pretty good. The Commander looks pretty good. I think Hot Topic is probably going to put these out a lot more too. So
if that comes out, I'll get that.
To me, I see small differences, and it doesn't matter. Get them all. Get them all. Fill in the void.
Hide the plastic, Nate. You better come.
Yo, I'm the victim here, y'all. I'm the victim here. All
just
right?
remember to tell that to. Make sure to tell that to the judge.
Yo, I'm innocent. I was holding it for my cousin, man. I was holding it for my cousin. No, real talk. Because of how unique both the helmets and the way the bodies look, collectors are going to be, being, tiptoeing on this figure because they're trying to decide if it's going to fit in their display. And when they do decide this will probably fit in the display, it'll be too late at that point. That's where the resellers will come to play. They'll take advantage of that. And I feel this figure is going to be one of those in the future where collectors are going to be hunting down because of how unique this clone trooper was. It's still a clone trooper, but it's a variant. It's a pilot. But either way, let's move on. CMB, what is your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a Grail just because of its uniqueness. I mean, if you look at the Stormtroopers, that pattern, a lot of people were like, you get a bunch of Stormtroopers, they always look the same. But when they released the Snow Trooper, that's when people went up in arms and they were grabbing them as fast as they could. And now when you look at the Snow Trooper and you try to get him, granted it was from Battlefront 2, but when you still go on the secondary market looking for the Snow Trooper, he sells upward up to 500 plus just because it was a unique, different take on the troopers. And I feel that the pilot's going to be the same thing. It's a unique, different take on troopers.
Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat about it. The other one that is not enjoying it as much as we are is Lane. But I want to, Lane, I want to hear your thoughts again too. Lane, what are your thoughts that we might see a Mace Windu in the near future?
Yes,
Windu.
Mace, justice for Mace.
Justice for Mace.
Lane, you are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
Yeah, thanks. So, this plays into what I had said, since we were going to be wrapping up here shortly, kind of our last comments. What I wanted to hear from everybody on here was, what do you guys see, since we have more coming and who knows how many? What do you see as primarily you think another person or figure we are going to see from this Attack of the Clones line? So I'm going to...
No, because I still got to do the CP3O and C-3PO and the R2-D2, bro.
We know you're just going to say Grail. We just know you're going to say Grail. There you go.
You never know. We never know. But actually, yeah,
Mace Windu is going to come. Mace Windu is going to come.
We go. Lane, don't worry. We'll have another stream. Well, I was planning on a stream. Which Jedis are we going to see for Attack of the Clones line 20th anniversary? So we're going to do a stream of that in the near future. Probably next week. But because of time, I would like. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say let Lucian get his thoughts in on the droid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quick.
All right, so let me pull up R2-D2 real quick for you. Where's R2-D2? There you go.
R2 won't be a grail. It will be a fail. And the only reason why I say it will be a fail is because people are buying it up. Like, it's up there. So, I think rarity is more grail status versus quantity. You get what I'm saying? And I'm thinking of it in numbers versus it having meaning, because this is the second R2 that we get, the second one. So that's what I'm going to say about that. It's,
Third.
Yeah. So for C-3PO, that's going to be a grail.
Ooh, so I was saying grail, but more of a fail in the beginning. But you're saying grail.
I'm saying
your thoughts.
grail. Here's why. This is going to be the only one that comes with the droid head, right? The battle droid head. This is the only one you're going to see battle damaged.
Ooh, I don't know about that. If they do an ESB one.
If they do NESB one, that's not the same. It's not.
Yeah, he's more battle damaged and screwed up than this.
Exactly. It's not the same, and it's a different character.
Well, same, but different, but still same.
Same, but different. The same,
Malibu Stacy has a new hat.
2 times.
So.
Did Lou mute?
Yeah, he's doing his security detail.
Yes. So I say it's going to be a grail because it's the first one. It's the first one, and it's die cast. It's not plastic. So think of this as a Mark 7 or.
So, you know what? I wanted to ask you this. Okay, so on a stream with Denobi, Optical said that no one cares about the first. They always care about the best. I want to hear your thoughts on that statement, because for me, when I was collecting, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. This is a true statement for most figures, not all figures. It's true for most figures, not all figures. So here's the thing. Here's an example. You have your 2 figure deluxe Luke, right? And then you got this Luke. With the 2 figure deluxe, you got one battle damage, one clean. You got one with his hand cut off and the other one not. And then
the original,
base. And then you get the display base where he hangs from.
Yep.
You're not gonna get that again. That's the first. With the new, you get an updated head sculpt. It's a little bit more accurate in some cases. You get swappable heads or whatever. That's cool. But it's not the one that comes with the cut off arm and him hanging from that antenna. You get what I'm saying? You're never going to see that again unless they reissue that specific one. Like battle damage and all.
MC, you want to say that about Boba Fett. Now, Boba Fett's a different story. Boba Fett with the with the animated Boba Fett, that is the first lore-wise for Boba Fett to appear. Lore-wise, that's the look that he has. But figure-wise, I think that's what Optical 20 meant. Figure-wise, as far as like the design, as far as the build.
Yeah.
It's not the lore. The lore is different. Lore, Boba Fett animated, the reason why he shoots up so much, because that is his first appearance of how he looks. It's not, because it's still a quality figure. That figure is still quality. I think what Optical was trying to say, what he was saying is not about the story so far as the lore. It's more of the quality. So by quality,
that's another thing. So now, if you think about it like this, How can they improve a die-cast figure that they're going to end up rehashing in all that nice shiny? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone wants the shiny to go with their OTs, right? Everybody wants the OT look. But this one is the funny moment. This is when you see him around in a battlefield, right? And this one you can actually do a scene right off the cusp of getting it. And you could tell other stories with him, just dirtied up. Because, there's only so much you can do with him clean. You know what I mean? It's like he's not going to stay clean forever, realistically, if he's traveling terrain. So it's really up to you and your interpretation. But I think this is going to be a grail. It's going to be the low numbers, and it is one of the lowest on the tally, right? Am I correct?
He's the lowest one. He's pretty much peak, right behind Rex on the second row. So yeah, he is on the second row. So yeah, C-3PO, the initial push on bestsellers is because he just got released, right? But he's not competing with R2-D2. All right, R2-D2 is beating out the pack, and then the clone troopers, and then the battle droid. C-3PO is getting beat out by the battle droid. So yeah.
Well, here's another thing, real quick, before we end this. This is the first time we get it. We don't know how long it's going to be before we see a chromed out version. Because remember, we don't know why Hot Toys do what they do. They just do it.
Yeah, that is true.
And how long? And how long has it been since this first showed up until it actually dropped? 8 years? 7 years?
No,
yeah,
Don said, what was it, Tokyo Con 2018?
Wait, 2018, yeah. Wait, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 4 years. 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
But before that was the Force Awakens version.
Force Awakens version. That's the first time we see the mold, correct?
Yeah, with the red arm.
With the red arm. So, they've been sitting on it. We don't know how long they're going to sit on the shiny, because they didn't show the shiny yet, have they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, that was the Tokyo Con.
The Force Awakens.
That's the Tokyo Force Awakens. Okay.
No, Force Awakens with the red arm is still shiny goldenrod.
Force Awakens.
No. When I say shiny, it's complete, because I know that one had a swap.
He did come with a separate arm though. He came with two arms.
Okay. So the shiny, we don't know when that's going to come out. If it's going to come out anytime soon, because right now it'll be, I don't know, C3 suicide, if you will, because they just put this one out, so they're gonna wait until this one starts picking up steam, because they don't want to have a Mark 85 situation. Because right now they had Mark 50, then right after Mark 85, and then Battle Damage, and now you just sit them sitting.
Here's another thing too I want to bring up: the Mark 7. He didn't start getting Grail status until, by Grail status I mean like sought after ability, and and the resale price is going higher on him until two years after it's sold out. So,
Geeking Out, how may I help you?
That's another thing too. So
TVA, who do you need pruned?
Bruh. But yeah, this one's gonna be an interesting piece. It's gonna be an interesting piece to see how well the sought after ability is going to be on this one. I feel because you do so many of this, because this is the first one. Because the only other one that can even touch this, as far as like the accessories and so many different display purposes, is the Empire Strikes Back C-3PO, because that's the one that becomes a backpack. That's the one that gets freaking destroyed by a blaster bolt. I'm just saying would be the only other one compared to this one, but only that one comes with the battle damage pieces.
I mean, they could do it if they do make the mold and make them goldenrod. They could do a Toy Fair exclusive, the ceremony at the end of A New Hope where he's all shined up, like a golden chrome, chrome, like the Stormtrooper.
Yeah, shiny. Yeah, and also I forgot the Return of Jedi's 40th anniversary at 2023. They could do again the whole throne, C-3PO on throne.
The
C-3PO
deity,
on
yeah,
throne.
deity
The
version.
Golden God.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Golden God. Yeah.
I am a golden god.
So it would be very interesting to see in the next few years what Hot Toys wants to put out. Because here's the thing. Now we got C-3PO. Now Hot Toys has the modes. You know, so they can at any point, anytime, they can decide when they want to drop the next C-3PO Golden Rock version. So it could go so many different directions. At least we have it. At least we finally got the mode, finally have a C-3PO out for release. So it's 2:14 to 2 hours and 14 minutes in, 8:16 on my end. I guess just one final question. Well, Lane did have a final question that he wanted to share with us. Lane, what was your question again?
I was going to say is what was everybody for Attack of the Clones for the line? What did everyone have as maybe one shot for a figure character they think that will be in a figure in the second wave or whatever the remainder of is the line that they have teased they're going to announce? Now, for me, it's going to be, I think we're going to get a Padme finally announced in some form or fashion.
Kind of like as a surprise, or what do you think? Like, I'll tell you this. I'm going for a surprise shock in the second wave. Because again, they already have the base mold of the armor done. 90% of it. They just need to do a helmet. Clone Commandos. Remember, they were specifically mentioned in Attack of the Clones. And who led them? Mace Windu. Remember, they come up to Yoda and Mace and they're like, "Sir, I have like 3 special commando units awaiting your orders." So, who knows? I mean, again, Hunter. Hunter is clone Katarn armor. Everything from the head down. They would just need to redo his head sculpt. I mean, the helmet sculpt to change the faceplace up again to the more open T-visor the commandos wear. So,
I'm going with Mace.
Mace Windu?
Yep.
That's your surprise or shocked?
I mean, it could just, how they just show him in the picture. It could just be a flex, but I'll be surprised if they bring him out this soon, is what I mean. Like with the second wave of the announcement. But a good surprise, because it's something that I've been screaming for a while.
A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Yeah, that'll be a welcome one to the collection. I know people have been asking for it, and I think we might get it. I think we might get a Mace Windu. Mace Windu. Sorry, I'm typing up something. Mace Windu sooner rather than later. So
well, he's not Mace Pancake at this time. So
I don't think they're gonna pull Bespin Han on us with that one. I believe that one's gonna be coming out sooner rather than later, and I can't wait. Honestly, I wonder that damn Mustang. But
that sounds like a crotch rocket.
Yeah, it's a Kawasaki.
Yeah. Hey, who has one in your town? Your neighborhood?
Who doesn't?
I used to ride crotch rockets.
You're not having a whole lot of luck here today, Nate, with people not trying to race by your front door.
They're racing in my backyard, so
that's gonna be okay. Okay, so I brought up a few things I wanted to bring up real quick. My shock. It's gonna be it's a caveat to the shock. I will be surprised if they drop a Revenge of the Sith Kit Fisto and market it as a Attack of the Clones. Because here's the thing. They have the Revenge of the Sith Kit Fisto right here, right? They have the Revenge of the Sith Kit Fisto. And I was looking at other Kit Fistos, and I rather Hot Toys use the Revenge of the Sith look and put it towards the Attack of the Clones. They already got the mode. They already got the prototype out, right? For Kit Fisto's Revenge of the Sith. I wouldn't mind them to 86 the Attack of the Clones Kit Fisto and just go straight to this look. Because I don't think people are going to go and hunt down the the Attack of Clones version, because the Attack of Clones version compared to Revenge of the Sith, it doesn't look that great. Because here's the original compared to Revenge of the Sith and compared to the Attack of Clones. The only reason why I do like the Attack of Clones is more of the smile, but I prefer the more realistic look with Episode 3. Yeah. So, and they already have the Revenge of the Sith prototype already. I wouldn't mind them to release Kit Fisto early and just make the Revenge, but it won't be as accurate though, because it won't be the same look he had in Episode 2. That's the only thing. I can see them dropping an episode. I can see them dropping a Kit Fisto for the Attack of the Clones line, but I feel that they are going to drop the Kit Fisto for Episode 2 because it's more accurate to this look rather than the Revenge of the Sith, you know. And that's where I'm going to be disappointed at. I'm like, damn it. So are we going to go and buy another Kit Fisto? Are they going to make another Kit Fisto later for Revenge of the Sith? They might as well just use the Revenge of the Sith mode prototype they have and market it as a Attack of the Clones version and call it a day. Because this, at the end of the day, that's how he looks at the end of, you know, his final moments in Revenge of the Sith. That's the look he has. They might as well just bring that look back. So, but they can always just drop multiple Kit Fistos. They can drop the Kit Fisto that the way he looks in Episode 2 and then bring out the Revenge of the Sith in 2023. Oh, 2025.
I don't know. I think they're going to stick with the Episode 3 look because it's the updated look. It's the look that actually everyone is more pleased with and also harkens back to the animation look. So, like, if you had to pick one, if you had one option to pick one Kit Fisto, which one would you pick?
Episode 3. Episode 3.
Exactly. So, no brainer.
But that's why I see what Hot Toys might do, though. They might just, like, you know, to make it more because they're all about accuracy, right? Mm-hmm. But at this point, it doesn't matter for accuracy because this is how he looks in Episode 3, and the reason why the way he looks in Episode 3 the way he does because they improved on the design. You know, they improved on it because Episode 2, it's okay when he's smiling. But other than that, the colorings, it looks fake to me. You know what I mean? It looks like a bad cosplay. But Episode 3, like, damn, this is where it's at. You know,
like he been hitting the gym.
Episode 2 looks like an animatronic.
Yeah.
I just like Lou looks like he's sporting his best Doctor Strange haircut there. Just needs some more on the side there, gray, and he'd be good to go.
This is the Fury haircut, baby. It's
the Fury.
Yeah.
Well, see, Lane, you are the mirror opposite of me.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. I mean, I can barely contain my laughter.
Oh, wow.
It's okay, Lane. It's okay.
This too shall pass. But all right, guys, final thoughts on so before we go on the final thoughts, Clone Pilot right now with 52 votes, 29 minutes in, Grail 71% and Fail 29%.
At least a quarter agree with me.
So a quarter agrees with you. Hey, at least a quarter. At least you get a quarter. Send this man a quarter.
Yeah, well, I could use.
Well, hey, Lane, quarter's failing on a test, so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not today with today's grading standards. I don't know.
But all right, guys. So out of the list, what is your most Grail out of the list? Like just your one most Grail. Out of the list, you C-3PO for you, Lou. Okay.
C-3PO.
C-3PO. Okay. Don.
Clone Pilot.
I'm with you. Clone Pilot. I feel Clone Pilot is going to be the most out of the Grails for me. Lane.
I forgot about that. I want to change my answer. Clone Pilot.
C-3PO. Okay, everybody C-3PO. Okay, it's Lou.
Yeah. I'm with you guys. The pilot. The pilot's going to be the Grail. My bad.
Okay.
Traitor.
How dare you?
Just got Order 69.
No loyalties, baby. I'm sorry, man. Sith all the way.
Disqualified from Cobra because you hold no loyalty.
I need no loyalty.
Wait, isn't that about like 85% of the people in Cobra?
To the commander.
Oh, well.
To the commander? What you talking about, man? I'm like Storm Shadow, man. I only show loyalty through a emblem. That's it.
Bruh.
Well, he didn't even show loyalty to the emblem in Rise of Cobra.
Exactly.
So.
But all right, guys, we'll be ending the stream now or in the next few minutes. But I want to show y'all, when you guys get the chance, do go and pick this up. It's the popcorn bucket thingamajiggy. You get free popcorn, I think, with it. Well, they're not free popcorn. You pay $30 for this, and then you get popcorn with it. Okay, so you don't have to put popcorn in here. You could ask for them to you can just grab yourself a large bucket of popcorn. I didn't put any popcorn in this. You got out of your damn mind. But I'm getting this for my future Doctor Strange figures because my Doctor Strange is in the endgame display. I ain't gonna move his ass. But the No Way Home Doctor Strange, he's gonna be with this on his display. So I can't wait. I love this thing.
Man. They usually sell out they're probably sold out now because they usually sell out after opening weekend.
You'd be surprised. So some people don't even know about this. That's the thing. There were people that were going to the actual theater, AMC theater, and they were like, "Wait, what's this? Oh, I'll buy one." So you never know.
Yeah.
So how's the quality of the plastic though? Is it good?
It's okay. It's still that cheap plastic, but the top part seems a lot more tougher. The top where you put the popcorn in. It's doable.
I might get it.
It's doable. It's doable. It's not your, the Batman was more quality. I put it on display over there. The Batman had more quality to it. I'll say that much. But I see what they were trying to do. So I if I was going to compare the Batman popcorn bucket to this, the Batman popcorn bucket was better. It's not your Ecto 1. The Ecto 1 this year is out of all the popcorn buckets, the Ecto 1 popcorn bucket from Ghostbusters, it still reigns supreme.
Mine's right over there.
Could have Strange and they're casting his spells would be dope. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a shield. Like he's pulling up a shield.
That's what I told you I was going to do. Damn it. You have an idea? Assume that 1 million people have the same idea because that's exactly what I was going to do with mine.
Genius loves company. What can you say?
Yep. What are your thoughts on this figure, Luke?
I did a review on it. It's not up yet. I got to edit it while I'm here and post it up. So I already finished filming it and taking some shots. I'll even throw in some shots that I took at work because I was bored. And it looks, this right here is my male Silver Samurai to my Wolverine.
Wow, that looks cool.
Nice.
But instead of them being ops, they're allies. So,
Hey guys, when you get the chance, head over to Loco Lu. He just did the review on the War Machine Punisher. Great figure. Also, $393. Get this man up to 500 subscribers, y'all. Come on.
Get this man monetized.
Pump it up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Gabe.
Appreciate it. Is Gabe here?
Gabe is here.
Yes, Gabe, you're absolutely right. Nobody did think of Boulder and Boulder Inc. It was you and I. So we do have that.
Listen.
7 point whatever billion people on the planet. Gabe and I did it.
Listen. As a treat, you'll see me put a woman through a wall.
Yo, Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill.
That's what she said.
Daddy, chill. Family chat. But all right, guys.
How families are made.
That is true. Not gonna lie. All right, guys. Remember, we're just simple players trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy, and may the weapons be with you always.
Have a good one, folks.
Weapon time,
everybody.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody's mama. Happy Mother's Day to everyone's mama.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody. And also, guys, before we head out, here's a little again, the scene from freaking May the 4th.
Yes, everybody, this is a reenactment of
I
Nate.
can't go through it. I'm telling you.
Make it to
We
the
don't have
toilet.
time for this. We have to go.
Oh God, you don't want to see that. Oh.